Hello, hello, folks. Welcome to the Huntsworn Hearth Adventures. Welcome to Session 1, our first episode of the Huntsworn Hearth. Today we'll be joining our newly formed party and getting used to the Huntsworn Hearth and finding a little bit more about this tavern and the trio that run it. I do hope you guys enjoy. If you would like for us to continue doing these kind of things, please like and subscribe, and I'll continue to do the streams of these things. We are down one adventure today. We have Bubbles. Mooney the Pixie will not be joining us, or the Fae will not be joining us, but we'll still be getting some stuff done, and we'll be getting used to our first adventures here at the Huntsworn. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and join our crew. Let me get all this set up for us. Apologize, this was all fixed, but then something happened. You were in the wrong place, my little friend. That was the wrong thing to do. Mac. Oh my god. Okay. This is not what I intended to happen today. At all. Okay, there we go. Now let's get our team back in the chat, shall we? Okay. Oh, and your tokens are all mixed up. Let me fix that right quick.
Oopsies.
Doink. Doink.
Yeah, that's not quite right.
Yeah, you two are the wrong ones. Okay,
Yes.
let's fix that.
Yes, I'm not playing a Furbolg in this game.
That was a little weird. I was hearing it from Twitch as well.
Yep. I'm fixing it. Yours should have fixed. That's weird.
I mean, Legendary Shark, the Druid, can tank a few hits. The Wild Shape to get a lot of temporary HP, I believe they changed it to.
Oh, okay. Well, that didn't work quite right. Maybe I have to change the... Where are you at? No, what the hell? I should have overridden it.
Well, I guess I'm just too powerful. Yeah, there are plenty of
Whipcord.
classes that are
Peace.
suitable for tanking.
Paste. Okay. Oh, it's thinking.
Huh. Interesting.
Neutrality.
Let me get this over here. Wait. That's my boy.
Keeps not changing. What the hell?
Jiggle the cord.
Hmm. Let me try this. Be right back. Oh, that certainly didn't work. All right, I'm going to delete them and redo them. Okay. Browser. Reason for the session was 0 was to get all this fixed, and it did not want to do, apparently. So my apologies, guys.
Stuff happens. Double check. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to make sure some things were fixed up for my character. All right. Things are okay.
Oh, great. Both of them seem to be indefinitely loading. Hopefully they load over time. But I'm not going to hold up the session too much longer for that. We'll go ahead and we'll get started. So last we left our adventurers, they were stuck in the middle of a forest, be it by circumstance or by otherworldly intervention. They found themselves together, surrounded by some wolves and a boar. With somewhat quick thinking, they were able to dispatch the boar and the wolves quite expertly, just as a large bugbear exited the woods, greeting them, saying that he had been hunting the boar but had been having difficulty tracking it. And the friendly bugbear greeting the adventurers or the prospective adventurers, told them that they could follow him since they seemed to be a little lost to the local tavern. Tavern right outside Silverymoon, a tavern called the Huntsworn Hearth. There they were brought in, and the buddy dragged the boar off to the side, calling out to his mama Adrian, stating that they had visitors. Now these 5 adventurers, though one seems to have snuck off for a second, these 4 adventurers or prospective adventurers maybe not have known each other coming into this place, now find themselves being able to talk, being able to explore, and being able to know a little bit more about this tavern that they find themselves in and where along the roads they might be, as they seem to all have gotten lost along the path. So let me get you guys over to the hearth.
I knew these woods. I'm in a void. It's a loading screen. Ah!
Get your characters. All right. Does everybody have sight now?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So you've already met Buddy. He has taken the things outside, so he's currently not in this tavern. Coming out to greet you from the back is a dwarf. A very not too unsettling, dressed in fine mage's robes, a silver circlet, and you can notice that she has some scales along her face, and her hands are actually clawed with these translucent, or not translucent, but pearlescent, blue flexing to green dragon scales as she comes up from behind the bar and greets all of you. Oh, I see we have some visitors. Buddy, brought you along, I see. Well, welcome to the Huntsworn. My name's Adrian, and Ursula should be around the back somewhere. Well, have yourselves a seat. I'll get you something to eat. Seems that Buddy's got a bit of a catch there that she helped him to bring down. So why don't you have yourselves a seat and take a load off your feet there?
I would have some coffee, would you?
Coffee. I got something stronger than coffee for you, lugger. She'll go into the back and finds and work in the back where they leave you at the table for just a moment.
Ooh, this is going to be awkward for the druid when they pop in. There's no seat for them.
Yeah. So
Oopsies.
you four, basically, from what y'all discussed y'all didn't really know each other even going into that clearing. Y'all all seem to have gotten lost at the same time, or were just traveling together between town to town. Why don't we have each of you guys go ahead and introduce us to your characters? We'll start from left to right on the bar on Twitch there. So we'll go ahead with the Shade Doctor, the Husky Ninja.
Before you stands a gentleman, probably late 20s, early 30s. He's got the military cut, very, very much a militarized person. All of his stuff is meticulously placed. Um, Sometimes you see him, he sets things a little awkward, but most everything's squared away. He carries a pack that is obviously a med pack, and just generally keeps checking people over to make sure they're not injured, like some kind of doctor.
Right. Thank you for that. All right, we'll go ahead to Arendelle, Rokek.
All right. Arendelle sits down at the table, leans back a little bit, looks around the bar, says, hello, my name is Arendelle Arafina. Bard, traveler, occasional cause of concern. I was born in a quiet enclave called Lunathar's Vale, where Songs are meant to honor and preserve the past rather than hail and ring in the future. But at the last Moonwake Festival, I performed a melody that had come to me in a dream, and it changed everything. I only remember the first bit. The rest, it haunts me. It hangs there on the edge of my consciousness, but every time I try to recall it, it drifts away, like a dream. The elders said it wasn't my song, that it carried fey magic, the kind best left forgotten. Since then, strange things have been following me. Sylvan notes in my own hand, but which I have no memory of writing. So I'm on the road now, playing taverns, collecting tales, and searching for where that song truly came from. If it was a gift, I'll master it. If it was a curse, well, I suppose I'll find that out too. One thing I am sure of, someone, or something, there's humming the other half of that tune. I need to find them. And Arendelle is an elf. He's about 5'10", and he's got long flowing hair, and he carries a lute over his shoulder.
All right. Next is Varenge.
Varinge is a fairly tall tiefling with slim features that almost remind you of elves. Wears very fine clothes, and he will say, "Well, I go by Varinge. That'll do for now. And I simply was on my way to Silverymoon. I have business there."
Okay. And then the very strange creature known as Umbra, neutrality.
Umbra is a short, probably about like 2'4" or something like that. Dressed in like a black like robe with like gold trim at the edges, with the matching like a like steeple like witch looking hat kind of a thing going on. And under it, barely peeking out from the cloak and hat, would be a deep dark purple, just kind of oozy, shadowy kind of a figure with one singular, like, just kind of like glowing, like, pinkish purple, like, eye coming out.
Okay. Do you say anything to the others at the table?
Umbra would uh probably just in response to Arendelle like going off about like who he is and why he's here is just going to just end up saying like is this what people do? Do they sit around at a table and speak about themselves?
You don't have to speak about yourself. You can speak about things that interest you or where you intend to go.
I do
There
not
are
have an
no.
answer for either of those.
What exactly are you? I don't believe I've ever seen a creature quite like you.
I am, to
Never
the
seen.
best of my knowledge, the
Hmm.
entities that had summoned me referred to me as the Lady of Gloom. They were rather overwhelming and reverent of me. It was quite annoying.
At
To
that
the best
moment,
of my knowledge, I am some essence of something.
at that moment, Adrian will start walking back out of the kitchen. She walks to the table, bringing just each of you a glass of water, as well as a mug of ale if anybody wants some, and then a very pungent, very strong mixture to revenge. I don't exactly have coffee, but this will take it. This will knock your socks off. As you smell it, it does smell similar to coffee, but it smells a heck of a whole lot more bitter, and there are notes of sweetness and caramel to it as well.
Well, to your health. And you all drink it.
Okay,
Just
you drink
down
it. It's
glug glug.
yeah, it's rather lovely, actually. I would compare it to probably an espresso mixed with chicory, kinda. It is. It will sock you right in the mouth. But in the back end, you do notice the sweet notes of a caramel and some other sweet notes of different types of fruit and a hint of some kind of something that you can't really place that kind of tickles on your tongue. And you realize, you being arcanely inquired, that there is a little bit of magic that has been put into this this brew. Not necessarily prestidigitation, which can change the flavor, but something a little more powerful, something with a little more pep. Well, it seems you folk don't really know exactly. I assumed that all of you knew exactly where you were going and who each other were, but it seems you don't know anything. That's quite a story there. So you just got lost yourselves around the road going to Silverymoon. You know, the people that tend to do that and wander off the path tend to be adventurers, whether they know it or not. Oh, and you? She looks over to Umbra. I haven't really seen you. I haven't seen any of your kind in a hot while. You're
such as me.
Slotty. I've kind of been around the block a few times, and she kind of blows out her robes a bit and like pushes them behind her, and in that instance, like everything in the tavern shakes with this arcane energy. This is a very, very powerful sorceress that stands in front of you. And she gives all of you a little bit of a wink. Not exactly on this plane now, but I've seen your kind on a few other planes. Rare to see one on the material, though. Huh. But this is a tavern for adventurers. Adventurers seek knowledge. They are Huntsworn by name. Huntsworn Hearth is where they come to rest. We're all hunting for something in life. We're hunting for purpose. We're hunting for power. We're hunting for meaning. And those who go along that hunt are sworn to it. In that way, we're all a little Huntsworn. But take a rest for a day. We do have some amenities here for weary travels like yourself. That boar that you brought down will more than pay for a stay. we'll be able to fill our larders with the meat for a good while. But if you people are interested, we do have a little bit of jobs available for all of you, if you were interested. And we can even help you along with them. Me and my partner here, we tend to run a bit of a guiding academy of sorts for budding adventurers, maybe such as yourselves. Adventuring is a way to find yourselves, to find what you're looking for, or just to earn some keep. You'd be surprised on how much you can find with a group of friends, and you'll form bonds stronger than you ever knew. But therein lies the opportunity. Was it perchance that you ended up in that forest? Or was it fate? Either way, there could be some good fun in it. But also, I'll be by with your meal in a second. Enjoy your drinks, gents. And she'll walk toward the back again.
Well, traveling alone certainly would have been fatal for me. If those wolves had descended upon me on my own, I wouldn't have survived, likely. So she would have a point about having traveling companions. Still, I'm not sure how much they're going to be able to help me with what I want, the business I have, but I could see.
What is the business that you have?
There's someone I'm looking for. Someone who is in need of repaying a debt. Let's just leave it at that.
The kind of debt that someone who you can't find needs repaying is usually somewhat unpleasant.
Well, he'll lean forward and he will smile. You might be right.
Sounds like you may need somebody to help you find things. I've done some seeking of things, but mostly I heal people, which is always a useful skill when going just about anywhere.
Yes. And I wouldn't assume to simply have you focusing on my goals. You have your own goals, I'm certain. So, well, I'll see if you can help me with it. I don't want to burden others with my business. It's a debt that needs to be repaid, and it needs to be repaid to me.
After a moment, an orc woman actually walks out of the back. She is large. She is almost as tall as Buddy was, honestly. Very muscular, but also has an air about her of careful placement of footing. When she walks by, the plants in the room that are embedded in the walls and the stone in the establishment seem to give off a slight kind of glow as she walks up to the table with a plate full, actually a stew pot full of a very hearty, very effervescent stew with chunks of boar meat and potatoes and carrots, and just a really hearty, really filling stew that is very like a very home cooked style stew, but it smells amazing the minute she walks from the back of it. And she comes up and starts pouring each of you a bowl. You met my wife, Adrian. I'm Ursula. I'm the other caretaker of the establishment. I heard you say your name's Adrian. What's your name, Tieflin?
People call me Veringe.
Veringe? Huh. And you over there? One with a doctor's bag.
They just call me Shade Doctor.
Shade Doctor? That's a hell of a moniker there. I'll just call you Shade for short. She kind of winks. And you said your name was Umbra, dear?
Yes, that is what I was referred to.
What you're referring to? Well, maybe you'll find some meaning to those words. Names are given purpose for telling us who we might be. Our actions tell us who we are going to be. So, a name is what you're given. Your actions are what you do. So, you might not put too much faith in the name you're given. Make it all about what you do. But in any case, I hope you guys enjoy. The boar was a little bit gamey, but I managed to bring it down a bit. But welcome to the Huntsworn Inn here. Well, looks like you guys are a little bit tired from your journey. So after a rest, we can talk tomorrow and see about what you might want to do. If you are intrigued about Adrian's offer and being part of our little venture here, we'd be more than happy to have you along. And she walks over to this fireplace here, and there's a little bit of statue next to it. And she reaches up, gives it a crank, and a hallway of rooms appear as it pulls out of the socket. I have to redraw the wall here. It didn't quite draw correctly. 1 second.
Oopsies. I have extra vision. I can see into that room.
Yeah. There we go. But she pulls out, and the flames of the fireplace don't actually move. They seem to actually be magical in nature, and while they give off light, they also give off heat, which is unusual for a continual flame spell. But it swings forward and reveals this row of rooms here. It's usually 2 to a room. Your friend seems to have snuck off a bit, so it seems like you'll be able to have your own room for tonight. Unless you'd like to share. Me and Adrian sure liked to share when we were back adventuring. Oh, those were days. But I'll be behind the bar if any of you gents need anything. And with that, she'll leave y'all to talk some more or adjourn to your rooms if you'd like.
You said your name was Arendelle.
Yes. Arendelle Arafina.
So you were able to have magical song, a bard.
I can. I am.
Notes in silver that you don't remember writing. I don't know much about the Feywild, but that sounds like the Feywild to me. Might be wise not to jump to conclusions. Genies have been known to be tricksters too.
Yes,
So your dad is to a genie.
Well, there's a lot of possibilities. It is a curious puzzle.
Especially given that the notes are in my own hand and I don't remember writing them.
I can flip my token. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, if you press
Press.
F, you can actually flip them left and right.
Yeah, but my scar is on my right side, so I can't ruin that.
Gotta be ready for the cannon shots.
All right, so y'all are retiring
yes.
for the night?
Yes. Going to sleep immediately after a cup of coffee.
Before we do, I'm going to Shade Doctor
Yes.
and Veringe. Veringe, is it?
Yes.
I wonder if you might join me for just a moment. Umbra, I apologize. I'm afraid that what I'm about to do, I can only do for a certain number of people, and with your forgiveness, I'd like to. I rode the dice, as it were, and well, Shade Doctor and Veringe, and I'm gonna take my lute out and I'm gonna play a quick little ditty, and I am doing the as soon as I'm doing the in the musician feat. Anytime we have a short or long rest, I'm playing a musical instrument, and I am giving heroic inspiration to the two of them for the next time when we awaken.
And before you do that, being a human, I get one regardless.
Umbra and Veringe, I apologize, Shade Doctor. I'm not. I'm only able to do this for a certain number of people, and I will give the inspiration to Veringe and Umbra instead.
All right, sounds good.
Well, thank you. Lovely playing.
Oh, thank you very much.
I suppose that is what music is.
Oh, we have a lot to talk about, my friend.
Very well. And then I'm just gonna walk into a room and then just kind of like just exist on the bed.
just
Plasmoids
sits
not
on
sleep?
the bed. They do. They just don't
yes.
use.
It's just a thing of like
They
Umbra. Oh, go ahead.
They don't use beds. They would like slip into a crack and just they'd sleep there. I think that would be the most comfortable place for them.
The idea with Umbra is that it's like part of her kind of like just deforms and sinks into itself as just a pile, but still like vaguely resembling the shape of just Umbra. With just kind of like the hat and cloak just kind of resting on top of it. Not really like laying down or anything like that, just kind of like.
So your legs kind of just retract into and you just become like this little plump little round form.
Yeah, but like still like kind of in the form, but like definitely like a bit melted kind of a thing.
A little more condensed, yeah. All right. Well, as you guys go to turn in for the night, the sound of crickets and other wildlife gently humming in the background, but there is this soothing sense to this tavern that eases whatever is on your mind. If you've had nightmares before, if you have had unsettling predilections before bed, that has been entirely blocked out for some reason. You will get one of the better nights you have ever spent in your entire life in these beds. There just seems to be some form of enchantment or magic, not just arcane in nature. For those of you with arcane abilities, there seems to be something woven into the wood and the nature itself outside that makes this place a very strong sanctuary woven into the weave. So you might actually sleep in just a little bit before waking with such a deep slumber. But as you rise, you feel like $1 million. I doubt you have felt this good getting up in a very long time.
So, yeah, I guess that means we get long rest.
Absolutely.
Yeah, some of us expended resources, so make sure you collect that.
Yeah.
I don't think Shade Doctor will use anything, but I think he might have gotten some hit a bit. Can't remember.
As you come out, the fireplace is back in place, but there's this large lever that you pull from the inside to release it, and it swings open for you. It's not hard to miss. It's right in the middle of the wall. It's almost handle-like in nature. So as you come out into the main foyer of the tavern, you immediately are hit in the face with the smell of bacon, eggs, and a very earthy scent of like onion and different herbs being cooked over the fire. As Ursula stands behind the bar, cleaning a few things. She's got a little squirrel companion that's running along the bar, dragging a towel behind it, cleaning off some of the sections that she can't get to, nooks and crannies and whatnot, before it scampers off into the back. Well, you certainly look like you got your rest.
Coffee, or whatever it was that your wife brought last night.
Yeah. That bitter mushroom tea. Gotcha. And she goes behind the bar for a bit, starts moving some stuff, and brings out this very elaborate kettle system that if you ever seen one of those kettle systems that has that like swing arm in the middle that starts percolating and then swings back when it finishes, she starts setting that up. Well, it certainly looks like you got your rest about you. So, have you had any consideration to our offer?
I mean, currently good to do, so this sounds like something interesting.
Couldn't hurt. But give me a bit to wake up. Ridge has that look of someone who you should not talk to before his morning coffee.
I have no other direction with which to go off of.
Well, we can certainly offer a bit of help and direction. That's what we plan to do. We plan to guide you, help you along the way, and lo and behold, try to assuage some of the dangers that new adventurers find themselves in. Adrian, our guests are awake. Ah, okay. Breakfast is ready. And she comes in with 4 plates, 2 of them actually hovering. The plate's actually hovering behind her on a tensor's floating disc as she walks over toward the bar and starts lining them up in front of you one by one, dragging them along with her. And it is a plate of bacon, eggs, home-style potato fries, onions, herbs, spiced apples, and a little bit of salad. A very balanced kind of meal to start the day with.
Excellent.
Well,
Umbra just goes to like grabs a piece and then like brings it to like where a mouth would be, and it just kind of like disappears into shadow.
Meals are what bring adventurers together after a time. You'll spend a lot of your time on the road eating rations, and it gets old after a time. So anytime you can take an actual meal into your bellies, you should. And we'll have plenty of that here. In fact, one of the things we can do for you, if ever you find a bit of your gill, and it seems like you might want to imbibe a bit of it, we can actually cook it up for you. Or, if it has a bit of, and she kind of twirls her hands, her hand in the air, a little spark of energy jumping from one finger to the next, almost like a coin trick, but with a little magical arc of electricity. If it has any kind of other properties, we might be able to infuse it into a potion or a weapon for you. Got a bit of talent in that regard. Hey, buddy, why don't you come on in? And Buddy will come in from the back as well. Yo, Mama. Buddy, why don't you explain to them, our good friends, what you can do for them? Oh, yeah. Well, you see, I'm a bit of a workman myself. I work with these little runes that I work with, and he shows you like a little bit on his pauldron and a little bit on his staff and whatnot. See, I can infix a little bit of I can't do as good as I can for me, but I can give y'all a little bit of an edge if you want. You see, what I can do is give you a little bit of runes to protect you a little bit on your way. And just for clarification's sake, what Buddy can do for you each day after going from the tavern, for each of you, he can affix one rune to you. He has a choice of several runes that y'all can use once per trip to this tavern. One rune halves the damage from one attack as a reaction. One gives a +5 to one skill check roll as a reaction. One casts the shield spell one time as a reaction. One cast of enlarge reduce, but only as self as a bonus action. Or you can regain the largest spell slot during a short rest with these runes. The other functions of the tavern is, like Ursula said, Origin Nature said, Ursula can provide you guys a meal once per trip here, and it'll give you give each person temporary hit points equal to the party's proficiency modifier. If you'd like to go ahead and add those, I believe y'all are at 2 right now, so it'll be a +2 temporary hit points to each of you. Adrian can identify items for the party, as well as potentially enchant things for less time based on what they're made out of. So say you got a piece of like a wolf's fang or something like that, they might be able to craft a little dagger for you or something like that. And it could potentially be enchanted a little bit quicker than the normal enchant time. Or if you have something a little more powerful, like a piece of dragon's claw or dragon's bone, they could work with that and enchant it to produce you a fantastic piece of equipment. Or if you have an enchantment you want to put on a weapon existing, they can potentially work with that if you provide them some kind of materials above board, of course.
The fourth rune, I missed. I've got one halves damage from one attack, +5 to a skill check, cast of the shield spell, and largest spell slot restored after a short rest. And there's
Enlarge
one that
reduce.
One
Enlarge
cast of
reduce.
enlarge reduce is a bonus action.
Yeah, but you cast it only on yourself.
Correct.
Cast it Dwergar style. That's what we in the magic casting community call it, Dwergar style.
Well, it
Large
seems
reduce was the
Well, I would think if I were to take any of those runes, buddy, it would be the one that will restore spell slots.
okay. Well, I'll get to work on that. It'll take me about an hour or so to finish off the runes for you guys. Arendelle, what would you like? Sorry, I'm using the wrong words. Arendelle, what would you like?
At the moment, I think I'm torn. Larger spell slot seems very good, but a shield spell also.
Yeah, that is a spell that if you don't have already know that spell, it would be handy to be able to cast it at least once.
Yes.
It also saves you a spell slot if you don't have it.
Yes.
I think this time I will try out this shield spell.
All right. Umbra, what's your fancy?
Being more skilled at things would be nice.
You want the one that gives you a little extra what pumped in what you do. All right. And Mr. Shade Doctor.
I think I'll go with the shield one. I noticed we don't have really anybody that can take a hit, and this is going to be the best for that.
All right. Well, maybe we can do something for you about that a little bit later too. But in the meantime, I'll get that started for you guys. Mamas, I'll be alive for a little while. Yes, darling, it's fine.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Before you go, I think I've changed my mind.
Oh, that's fine.
That's okay. I think I would like the largest spell slot rune.
You got it.
Thank you.
And Buddy go back to prepare that in his little room. Well, it sounds like we've come to a bit of a deal. So, if you gents wouldn't mind just following me back here. And she ushers you guys behind the bar and into this side room. Ursula will follow.
Walk on the bar.
And you enter this room that is adorned with a very large desk full of papers, books in all different kind of shells, scrolls, and there is straight up a dragon skull sitting in the corner of the room, along with some other bottled, strange, swirling accoutrement. On the side of the desk, floating in the jar, is the eye of a beholder just sitting there, darting about, looking at each of you, trapped in this swirling, viscous liquid. But it darts over each of you. Usually you would find yourself without power in the eye of beholder, but something... obviously this has been detached from the beholder and is encased in that jar. But this seems to be a room full of antiquities and different accoutrements from two very powerful and very well-traveled adventurers in their trophies and their writings and their books. So, obviously, you get a bit of perks from working with us. Me and Ursula, we don't exactly... We've retired, right? And we want to be able to pass on our skills and our knowledge. We want to be able to give back to this profession that we love so much. So we take those like you under our wing, and we give you a little bit of help along the way. Don't get me wrong. it ain't all sunshine and rainbows. We do have a good bit of danger in this profession. We've lost quite a many of friends along the way. Hell, I've died twice. Well, it was the one time, really. The second thing was like a soul-sucking thing. It was outside of my body and encased in a jar that a guy had to go get, and Ursula had to beat the living shit out of him. It's a whole thing. But anyway, not to say that you won't be in danger. If you don't feel like putting your lives on the line, that's fine. But I will remind you that we live in a world where you put your lives on the line just walking down the street. So, this is a chance to make something of your life if you don't have anything to do with it, or a way to find what you've been searching for. In any case, and she grabs this big ledger and slams it on the desk, and she starts rolling through it. We've got quite a number of requests that we actually work with the city of Silverymoon on a few of these things. I've got kind of a straight line to the guard myself. They like to keep powerful people such as myself and Ursula in check, if you will. Keep tracking eyes on us, if you were. But in exchange for that, they tend to leave us the hell alone. We got this little piece of property right outside their city without too many undue confrontations, right? So, we have a deal with them. They come and give us some requests for some jobs, and we pass it along to people like yourselves. So, let's see. Too hard. Crushing rats. What the hell? No, it's not gonna crushing rats. It's stupid. Leave that to our exterminator kids. Alright, let's see. Oh, oh, this looks like a good one. Usually I'd let you pick from a number, but y'all are just starting out. So, I'm going to, give you guys a bit of a test run, if you will. Something that doesn't sound quite so dangerous, but, will still challenge you a bit. So, it seems that Silverymoon has have a problem with, some training equipment for the Silverwatch. Constructs, if you will. It seems like one of their little training encampments have had some problems with their equipment. Some kind of new fillable thing that they want to try out, and it didn't exactly work after a couple of months. Seems that these constructs got a little too wound up and started not pulling their punches like they should. Few injuries. They kind of took over the camp. So, they want us to go ahead and investigate and potentially clean up their mess for them. Now, she closes the book. I would send you straight there, but it would be remiss if I didn't tell you to go ahead and do your research and, maybe visit the guard. In adventuring, sometimes it's all about getting some information done. So, why don't you go over to the Silverwatch, the Silverymoon and the Silverwatch Guard. I understand that's where you were going in the first place. So, you can also tool around there for a bit. There's no real rush on this after all. I don't think the constructs are going anywhere. Seems they are right at home where they are. They just want us to clear them out so they can take back their training camp. But, he'll be meeting with a man of the Silverwatch, Ephron Kellis. He's a quartermaster. Bit of a stick in the mud, so I wouldn't be pulling any jokes with him. But he'll set you straight and get you where you need to go. In the meantime, we'll set you straight on to Silverymoon. Now, you are a bit out of the path still, so there might be something along the way that you might have to do with more wolves or whatnot. There's other creatures in the forest, of course. So I would be prepared on setting yourselves out there. But, in any case, it seems like a That's a good starter one for you, don't you think?
Aye. How far from Silverymoon are we?
Yeah, about a half a day.
In what direction is this Silverymoon?
Buddy will get you to the path. But in any case, Buddy will get you to the path and he'll direct you along the way and he'll head right here. Been trying to create a little bit of a more path for you, but it's more of a just clearing instead of an actual road yet. We like to set ourselves back a bit amongst the trees. We feel more at home here, especially with Ursula and her magics. Yes, well, it is kind of my way. And she kind of is sitting there against one of the shelves, cradling this vine as it grows a little bit into the walls with her touch. But in any case, you should still be careful. Our magics do tend to attract things from time to time. So getting to and from the tavern can be a little bit of a danger in itself, but not that often. I do have little friends along the way that are keeping things clear. Those wolves and the boar were acting a bit strangely, though. Usually the creatures around here don't exactly attack if not provoked.
There is something affecting. There could be something affecting their behavior.
It could be. Or something could have gotten to their food supply. They might have just been hungry. In any case, I'll try to do a little bit more investigation on my end. But do be careful. But according to Buddy, y'all handled yourselves pretty well along that with the wolves. So I wouldn't be too concerned. I look a bit rough in the tumble. But Buddy will be along with you on the way there, so you shouldn't have any problems at least getting to the road. Are you all fit? You're all fiddled? You ready to go? Or you need a little time?
I'm ready to go.
If everyone's ready to go now, I can.
Should we wait an hour for those runes to be ready?
I think that's all we need to wait for.
Absolutely. Shouldn't be a problem. Go ahead and finish your breakfast, and it'll be done with shortly.
Another cup of
Happy to.
mushroom tea would go quite well right now.
Absolutely. And once y'all exit, they'll go ahead and close the door, and without even touching it, you hear it lock very strongly. Again, magic weaved in the doors and whatnot to prevent any wayward adventurers from getting too curious about the curios in there. Would you like to talk about anything for an hour, or discuss anything with Adrian or Ursula, or would y'all just like to advance time to getting the runes?
Let's see. Veringe will ask, do you know of any place I could get some incense? I need some for a spell that might be very useful on this mission.
Aye, incense. You fancy yourself a little bit familiar. Yeah, I think I can surround some up for you. And Adrian actually goes into the back for a little bit and quickly comes back with a little bundle of incense and the necessary components to cast Find Familiar, and she lays them on the table in a little set in a small leather pouch. There you go. Your first one's free.
Thank you. I'll try not to need to cast it too often.
Anything I can get for the rest of you is some kind of simple piece of equipment. We got a little bit of a store, not anything too fancy, but anything I can get for you guys.
I don't suppose you have a pearl back there. Something, uh, 100 or so gold pieces worth.
Me pearl. Let's see. Let's see. So the pearl's a little bit more expensive. Do you got the 100 gold on you, laddie? I'll give you a discount of 70, but that's a bit of a pricey item.
Oh, you would discount at 70 gold, so 30 gold. I'm not quite there yet, but I suspect I will be soon.
Sorry, I reversed that. It'd be 70 gold with a discount of 30.
Oh, I understand. That might take me a bit more time.
But if you're looking to identify things, you can always bring it back to me. I'll be happy to cast it for you.
But it also might be handy to identify something on the field because
absolutely.
What if the item is cursed? So we would want to be careful of that.
I would advise not it straight up just to tune into things then.
How much gold do you need?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Yeah. How much gold do you need, Ilminster?
I would need to get to 70 gold. I would need 56 gold.
I only have 15 gold, so I don't think I would be able to.
I have 15 gold.
I've got 16.
I don't think it's that crucial just yet. I think we can wait.
After this job, we'll be paid quite a bit. What was the pay for this job anyway?
All right, yes, your gold for this job would be about 75 gold pieces each.
Ah, well,
yeah, so you'd definitely be able to afford it.
And of course, anything you can find along the way is yours to keep as well.
Well, if there's nothing more, I believe Ephron Killis is awaiting our arrival.
Buddy comes out and hands you just these little metallic plates with these blue runes carved into them in different shapes, and hands them to each of you. Here you go, and here you go, and here you go, and here you go. All right, so basically these little things are magical in nature. There's kind of magic of old giant nature magic, right? So once you use them, they'll break and they'll kind of fade into nothing. So don't worry about returning them. I can only make one attached to each person. It kind of attaches to your essence, so you can't really trade them between each other, unfortunately. It's kind of bound to you, if that makes sense. But you come back, I'll be able to make you a new one if you use it, or I can re-etch it for you to something different.
Very well.
Thank you.
Oh, and if you find any literature out there, I might be able to inscribe new runes.
I'm sorry, if we find any what out there?
If you find any literature on the giants and their runic nature, I might be able to inscribe new ones for you. Above board, you can essentially find books or scrolls of giant runes that would increase the number of effects Buddy can apply to the runes, different types of effects, basically.
Got it.
Okay. All right. So, in this time, I could also ritually cast Find Familiar.
Okay, I believe that takes 11 minutes. Yeah, should be fun.
Well, an hour.
Or it's an hour.
Actually. Yeah, an extra 10 minutes to ritually cast it.
An extra 20 minutes. I don't think that seems like everybody would probably be okay with that. It is early enough in the morning. You'd be able to make it to Silverymoon by the afternoon, easily enough.
All right. I don't do you have a token for my familiar?
Oh, right. It was a kestrel, right?
Yeah. You could use you could use a hawk token. I know that's a creature, and it roughly have the same stats. It's just a bit smaller than a hawk.
Okay. Does the kestrel have a specific stat block, or is it what stat block are you using?
I just use the hawk stack block. They're just significantly, notably smaller than hawks.
Okay.
Right. But they're about that. It scales about the same.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like if you have a mouse, you can kind of use a rat stat block because they're
that's fine.
Very similar.
I believe the hawk has like that flyby feed or whatever that you'd probably want in a familiar.
No, actually, that's owls out of the flyby feed.
Oh.
It's just personal choice of Varun's that he wants a kestrel.
All right. We'll use the hawk token. Where did that go? That went here. And we'll go ahead and give you control of it.
Okay.
Your ownership. Flare owner. Save changes. All right. You should be able to see that and control that token now.
All right. Come, Kendrick, on my shoulder.
All right. So.
Oh, yeah. And another spell I'm going to cast is Mage Armor.
Always a good choice. So, yeah. Once you guys are ready, you can go ahead and set out for the day. Buddy will join you on the path to the road. I'm going to go ahead and bring us to the world map. I'm just going to make sure that you guys can actually see it. 1 second.
I just name my token Kendrick. There we go. Also, Kendrick has keen eyes, so that's going to be good for scouting.
Yeah. So this is going to be a big map that we're about to load into. So give it a second there.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and get rid of the tokens that I got on there. I got to build you guys a party token.
Yeah. Get rid of the trash token so we don't know where that is.
And in the meantime, I will use this party token. And essentially, you guys are a bit off the way, right about there, to the path to Silverymoon. So there's this path that goes up and over the river, and once you get over the river, there does seem to be a road that follows the river between Settlestone and Silverymoon. There does seem to be some old path that goes between Settlestone and Silverymoon. Not well kept, but it's still feasible. The road to Sunbar and Silverymoon are much more well kept and maintained. A lot of the travelers that come to Silverymoon go to it by boat, honestly. It's actually a wonder that you guys were traveling by foot to get there. Probably why you ended up lost in the first place. But you go over this river, and once you get over the river, that's where Buddy will drop you off. And then it's about a couple hours travel to Silverymoon. On this first day, you don't really see too much happening. You do see one or two like little caravans that are traveling by that kind of just nod as they go by, not really paying too much attention, keeping to themselves. And the day is nice and sunny and bright. As you approach Silverymoon and its looming wall over it, I will go ahead and show you the city of Silverymoon. A very very interesting map. Unfortunately, I have not been able to find the artist who actually made it to credit them quite well, but we'll go ahead and activate it. And I got to make sure that it doesn't have token view. Okay, save changes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Silverymoon, the gem of the north. Silverymoon is a near utopian-like city, wrapped in a mystical force where lore and art are lifted up, where the city lives in harmony with the surrounding forest. Vegetation twists with masonry and arcane creations in harmony to create buildings and edifices in this strange town, a melting pot of cultures and races, including races not usually known to get along. The famous Moon Bridge crosses the water connecting the north to the south, a gleaming magical construct of silvery force that can be activated and deactivated as the town needs. The city is encompassed in a shimmering dome of magic, warding the city from attack, and an even more powerful shield surrounding the palace. These wards are ancient and their mechanisms a well-protected secret, along with the scarred Silver Watch, the Knights of Silver posted at the walls, and the Spell Guard. The city has one of the most powerful defenses in all of Faerun. The people are friendly, helpful, and revel in crafts, the arts, and telling stories through theater, ballads, poems, and books. Bards, bard's mecca, if you would.
Paradise. Oh.
Few bricks and mortar stores can be found. Most shops go along with tents and booths, but there are quite a few old, ancient, and some hidden stores being specced about the landscape with those who know how to look for them. The recording and preserving of knowledge and stories is cherished. Grand libraries rivaling that of Candlekeep can be found throughout the city. The cities have become a well-defended, clean, and beautiful place to live, as well as a hub for adventurers seeking land, glory, or wealth in the dangerous Northland and the Silvery Marches. It has also become a site of refugees. Drow fleeing from Lothworkers, orcs that have abandoned a life of raiding, all are welcome who embrace knowledge, peace, and enlightenment. Those who do not are swiftly punished and dealt with. So you guys would be finding yourselves coming in through the west gate here, traveling through the city. You've been told that you would be able to find the Afron Kellis, the quartermaster at the Silvery Watch, but they didn't really explain to you where to go for that. But if you were to ask around, you'd be easily pointed in the direction of the Silvery Watch. They are the military that keeps to the city. So the military, that's that gray square over there.
No, it's been over 10 years since I've been here, but I don't think they changed the position.
Oh, wait, no, that's the tavern.
Silver Watch is.
Yeah, the military's down here on the south shore, so you'd have to cross over the Moon Bridge to get to it.
Yep.
Would you like to go straight there, or would you like to explore and see other areas, ask around, see about other things beforehand?
That's a very large place.
Indeed. It's been a long time since I've been here.
As far as size is concerned, it's actually a lot smaller than Waterdeep or Baldur's Gate. But the large libraries do tend to be more like mages' towers. Though these quote unquote mages' towers typically have vines and trees growing throughout them. They almost look very elven in nature. A lot of the city is elven in its nature. Silverymoon was much a magocracy of the elves that since has opened its gates to more cultures and more people.
Well, this may be smaller than Waterdeep, but it is considerably larger than Lunathar's Vale. I'm at a loss. There's a lot here.
Are we to head straight towards our destination?
Is there any place you'd like to explore? I mean, it's been a long time since I've been here, but I have a rough idea where everything is.
I will. I'll just look for a passerby. Pardon me.
Hey, can I help you?
Yes. Well met. Would you be able to direct us to the Silvery Watch Guard? We're here to meet one Afron Kellis.
Oh, Silvery Watch, huh? Yeah. You just gotta go over the bridge. Just behave yourselves down there. They don't take kindly to people who don't pay their respects. Just don't start nothing won't be nothing, as they say. And this is just a small halfling smoking on a pipe. He seems to be having one of the greatest days of his life. Honestly, he just looks almost high as a kite. If he might actually be with the amount he's smoking on the pipe that he's got in front of him.
He says, "Don't start nothing." I give him a wink, and I sort of nudge him on the shoulder. I say, "Hey, yes, indeed. Only fools chase the second moon." And I will head away.
Second moon. Oh, the one in your pants? Got that? Don't be chasing your ass.
Yes, quite.
And he just wanders off.
Virtual whisper. Not the brightest, was he?
No.
All right. Well, since no one seems to want to do anything else at the moment, yeah.
If y'all would like to, y'all can more than able to wind your way through the city and find your way over to the Silver Watch, a closely guarded kind of fortress that sits at the mouth of the river. At these tall towers that spire over, guarding heavily the south and the west mouths of the river, seeming to be the catch point of ancient bulwark, kind of in a defense against other nations. As you get close, the trees do wrap into the stonework, making it a bit hard to walk through the cities a little bit. The elves that tend to stay on this side, the buildings get even more elvish in nature, and you start to see more elven presence along this side of the river. And those elves tend to step quite easily among these roots and valleys, knowing them and being quite sure-footed themselves. You see some of the other races kind of trip and fall a little bit and stumble on things that they don't see necessarily, but the elves move through it like it's nothing. And as you get close to the fortress, you come upon these large gates and these shining guards in silver armor. State your business.
Oh, well met. We are here to speak with Afron Kellis regarding a bit of a snafu that you might be experiencing.
Sent you.
Oh, we were sent by crap. We were sent by I've got it right here. Mama. We were sent by Adrin and Orsla of the Huntsworn Hearth.
You see them kind of snap to attention as Orsla and Adrian are mentioned, getting a little more rigid. One of them actually seems to peer over and talk to another one. They're not here, are they? I think these are just adventurers they sent up.
No, they didn't come here personally.
You see them kind of relax a bit as that is mentioned.
They've been following us.
Yes.
You
They
see,
figured this task could be handled by us.
all right, make your way in. It's down the courtyard, and take a right into the first building that you can see on the right. And Adrian Keller should be at his desk. And with that, they part and allow you through. As you walk through the courtyard, you see a number of guard training in marching order, all in that bright, shining, silver-like armor. This army does not appear to be something to mess with. They are well prepared, well seasoned, and a lot of them are elves. It's hard to tell how old they actually are. Some of these men might have been guarding the city through the more perilous times, through the ages of war, for all you know. And as you come upon this building, it's a modest little part to the fortress, worked in stonework. Again, those vines crawling throughout. And you enter directly in, and sitting at a desk with in front of like this general storeroom of axes and spears and other accoutrements of war, crates, bags, and barrels. There is this very sitting up as straight as he has a stick up his ass at this desk, and peering down at a journal and writing slowly, barely making any kind of motion but his hand as he thumbs through his page and writes to this book.
Pardon us, sir.
Yes, how can I help you?
We're here to deal with the problem, I believe it was, with some constructs sent by the Huntsworn Hearth.
His neck kind of twitches a little bit, and he raises an eyebrow. Orsla and Adrian sent you.
Yes, they figured we would be able to handle it.
He looks to his book, stops writing, sets the pen down, snaps the book closed, and looks at the four of you, going from person to person, eyeing person to person. So these are the people she sent us. He's looking at Shade Doctor. Yeah. Looks at Arendelle. Okay. Varenge. Yeah. Umbra. Blinks again.
Is something the matter?
Looks back at his book. Okay. Well. So, one of our training grounds has been overtaken by the training equipment. A bit of a thorn in our side. Something that we could easily handle, but we would have to pull more men away from the city to handle it. So we simply abandoned the training ground and moved away to deal with other regards. But Adrian and Ursula got wind of our little snafu and offered to handle it in a discreet manner, without bringing word to the populace that our training ground had been overtaken.
They will hear no word of this.
They better not. An inventor by the name of Fizzlitfizzle, sorry, the gnome, thought that he could give us more training equipment that would actually move, react, and attack like real men in the field would. So he assisted us in creating these things. However, they quickly got off leash after a few months, and we had to abandon that training ground. Now, he slaps the book down again, opens it back up. You will each be paid 75 gold for your services. And you will be discreet, and you'll be able to handle this, correct?
Certainly.
Why, of course.
Do you have any questions?
Where may we
Do
find
you?
this lit fizzle?
It's a good question. I suppose you might be able to find him in one of the establishments. You may have to ask around and do your own investigation. But be discreet. Do not mention to the populace about this snafu, but you may be able to find him. He wasn't exactly a reductionist character. Very bright and flittery he was.
Is there some place that he enjoyed visiting?
Well,
A
he wasn't
particular tavern? Or...
He was an inventor, so you might be able to ask around the guilds.
Yes. Would you care if we had to destroy the training equipment, or would you like it to be returned to you as intact as possible?
I would very much like for the training equipment to be disposed of. We are not going to be using that nincompoop's equipment further. We will go back to our simple bags on sticks and dummies that don't move. It's quite fine for equipment. There was no need for any of this strange things that haven't worked before.
Understood.
Where are the guilds where we might be able to ask around?
They would be around the east side of the city, a little closer to the education sections. So basically, if you head straight east from here, you'd be able to hit them in this area.
Very well, then.
Well, we will get to it. Hopefully we will come back with news that will perk up your day.
Just get it done, and you can let Ursula and Adrian know when it's done. I have a direct line to communication with them, as well as access to their accounts.
Very well then. We will, unless none of you have any further questions. All right then. We will not bother you any further.
Adventurers, you didn't even ask what the training grounds were. He smirks a little.
Are you going to tell us where they are, or are you going to sit there?
Verge desperately tries to save face. I was from Silverymoon. I lived here about 10 years ago. I figured they were in the same place they always were.
Indeed. But he'll just laugh. It's half a day's ride south. You'll find it along the road, the paths that are well marked. It's along the foothills of the mountains. It is a training ground that's marked or designed to mimic some different areas that we might have to fight in. It's got a few mock buildings in it, a few tents if they haven't been destroyed yet, and a little base that extends into the foothill.
Thank you for your time.
He smirks a little bit, but opens his book, sets it down with a little, opens it, goes back to writing, stock still, motionless again. If that is all.
One more question.
Eyebrow raises.
Is there somewhere here in town where I might be able to purchase a particular sort of weapon?
A sort of weapon? Would you be more intuitive than that?
A small crossbow.
Yes. He thinks for a moment. Go to the Pride Hammer. I believe he calls his little shop Metal Manor. Otherwise, you might try your luck at the stalls.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Mm-hmm. Goes back to his book.
Could you give directions to either of those places, the stalls or the Pride Hammer?
Looks up, very annoyed at this point. The stalls will be found along the riverfront on the northern section. Metal Manor would be found in the northern section as well, straight from the bridge.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
Mm-hmm.
And as we leave, I'm going to look at my companions and say, friends, I know we've only known each other for a short time. Would I be able to impose upon one or more of you for a loan against my earnings for this mission?
Umbra will just hold out her gold.
So will Shade Doctor.
Oh, well,
How much would you need?
Well, that would depend. I'm not sure. I'm not certain how much I'll be asked to pay for what I'd like to buy. I'm pretty certain that I don't already have enough. But I would be certain to keep track of how much of your funds that I've borrowed.
Umbra's just gonna give you 15 gold.
Oh, thank you so much.
Varen's is gonna make a note that Arendelle owes him 15 gold, and then just grabs your hand and slaps 15 gold in your hand.
I certainly think that with this 30 gold, I appreciate it. I'm sure this will be more than enough.
Hopefully. I'd be good with that crossbow.
Do you also require the silver and copper?
No. Do you... Umbra, are you... Forgive me if this is rude or impertinent. Do you know what money is for?
I suppose vaguely.
Okay. I'm not sure what your needs are, but I look forward to learning more about you.
Very well then. So you do not require the silver and copper.
I don't think so.
Unlikely. There are very few things that require those coins. They are common. Anyway, I suppose while he's making that purchase, we can find this inventor and ask him a few questions about his constructs. just because they pointing at the that moon guard bear aren't don't want them back doesn't mean he won't. Might even pay us a little extra if we give them back. So Varidge is going to head to try to talk to this inventor if anyone wants to join them.
Umbra will go.
Do you have an idea of where you're going to begin searching?
Exactly where he suggested we search. Over in the guilds. If you can't find us there, we can meet by the south gate. That's where we're going to be leaving anyway.
Very good.
Like this gate. This gate right here. We should be able to see it from outside the tavern.
I don't know where the guilds are, so I will go seek out the
guilds are over here.
Okay.
But if you can't find us after getting your crossbow, then we can meet at the south gate.
Fair enough. I'm gonna head across the bridge to go make my purchase.
Okay. And as you pass along the gate, you'll see little stalls set up along the water. Not a lot of them look like they carry metalware or weapons. It's mostly pastries, pies, scrolls, books, strange little arcane implements or gadgetry, as well as antiques. But as you are directed, and you can ask as well, to the directions to quote-unquote Metal Manor, you'll be guided along to the path to here, a small little shop that looks like it was once an abode that has been gutted from the inside and turned into a smithery. And much like if you've ever been to an old-style city, they keep the facade up and up to par, but while it doesn't look like it would be an actual smith shop from the outside, once you enter and from the outside, you would hear the rhythmic ting to the ting 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 to the ting 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 to the ting ting of hammers ringing against anvils. Several dwarves, a family of them, hammering away as in the background as one of them sits at a table in the front polishing the wares with a strong squint in his eyes, an eye patch over one eye, and very big, buff and muscular for half his size, you know.
I'll walk in, look around, sort of window shopping before approaching.
Yeah, and there's some racks full of weaponry, a lot of very finely crafted, some even silver inlaid or ornamental in stature, gem encrusted swords and scabbards, as well as the standard fare of regular adventuring equipment.
I'm going to make a show of looking at some of the more high-end ones, and then just sort of shake my head ruefully as I walk over to the more standard ones. Good day, sir.
He perks up an eye. Oh, I can help you.
I'm looking for a crossbow.
Oh, a crossbow.
Something not too heavy. And of course some bolts to go with it.
Of course. Simple enough. And he goes by and he kind of grabs one of the crossbows from below the table and a set of bolts. This one's got some silver inlay into the arms of the bow, as well as these finely tipped arrows with these extravagantly curved flechette heads and things of that nature. and it looks to be a light crossbow. That'll be 200 gold.
That is quite a piece of artwork you've shown me there.
Yes, fine. You're not gonna find any better.
Do you have something a bit more less?
Leans over the table, stares at you with the one eye unblinking. I'm just fucking with you. He grabs the thing, puts it on the back of the shelf, and he takes out just this.
Well played, sir. Well played.
He takes out this normal light crossbow, puts it on. Forgot to ask, what are you looking for? One for the smaller ones? Or are you looking for just a regular standard fare light crossbow?
I wasn't aware that they came in smaller sizes. I'm looking for just a regular light crossbow.
Yeah, you got the light crossbow. You got the one that you can shoot one-handed.
Oh. Yes, I've heard of. I believe it's called a hand crossbow.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of skill, but if you're looking for your just standard simple fare, I gotcha. And he pulls it up, sets it on the table.
I put my loot back over my shoulder and say, I don't know that I would ever find the time to learn how to use a piece of equipment like a hand crossbow.
You still look young to me. There's plenty of ways to use these things that you may find yourself in need of one day. And he sets this normal crossbow on the table. It's still very fine craftsmanship and these little swirling filigree carved through the wood. That'll be about 28 gold.
That is much closer to being in my price range. And bolts. Do you have bolts as well?
Yeah, I got bolts. That's fine. And he'll grab the crossbow bolts. I believe crossbow bolts are like a gold for like 10, if I remember correctly.
I think that's about right.
20 bolts. Yeah, it gives you a case. Yeah. It's a case, and it's 20 bolts for 1 gold.
So 29 gold total. Yes.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I think this would be perfect. What's your name, sir?
Me?
that I might share word of your fairness and stunning wit.
Another bard in a town full of them. Can't swing a dead cat without hitting one here. Name's Hobart. Hobart Pridehammer.
Hobart. Well met. My name is Arundel.
Arundel. See him sniff the air for a moment. Smell some strange metal on you, boy.
Metal, you say?
Yeah, some kind of strange. Smelled this before.
I sniff my armpits. I'm not certain. What type of metal are you talking about, sir?
Make a history check for me, Arundel.
That is not gonna go well.
It's a low DC. Oh, but you missed it.
Oh boy. Ooh.
It was a 10. Unfortunate. But I guess it wasn't anything at all. That's fine. And he just kind of goes, yeah, 29 gold will be fine.
Maybe you should have let me come with you.
Shade Doctor will walk up and point to the hand crossbow and ask how much it is.
You're looking for a hand crossbow.
I like to think he was stealth that whole time.
Gotcha, the hand crossbow, yeah. Better saw you there, boy. Yeah, that'll be 78 gold.
I'll be back. I've got some work to finish, and maybe I'll come back.
That's fine. We're always open. Well, not always. We do take naps. But, any day in the regular span of time, we'll be open, You boys doing a bit of, you find yourselves adventurous, I bet, I take it.
Well, there's always, as you say, I'm still young, and there's always time to try out a new career.
Aye, especially you. Not so much you, but you. He points at the human, and he's like, you don't have quite as much time. But, y'all seem to do well with it.
Yes, I'm not as long-lived as you, but I get by with what years I have.
It's not how many years, it's how you spend it, eh, Lottie? A good way to live, a good way to live. Well, if that's all, you're more than welcome to come back anytime.
Thank you, sir.
Bring out, boys! And they all, all the doors behind them cheer, Haroo! And clang their anvils clang their anvils a couple times, cling, 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 in a salute, and send you off.
Okay.
All right.
So I guess I'll be.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll be asking around. What was this inventor's name again?
Fizz Lit Fizzle. So as you go around these guild halls and these, they almost look to be like schools of education in a way. When you look around, there's some open pavilions. Yeah, there's some open pavilions that are teaching arcane. There's some that are teaching woodworking. There's some that are teaching but like I said, these are very friendly people and most are able to instruct you where to go. Go ahead and make me an investigation check to try and find the correct guild hall.
Sure. Yeah. It probably would be something to do with constructs. But hey, let's see.
Oh, very good. They're able to direct you into a tinkerer's guild hall, which is basically this old library that's been converted into this tinkerer's hall. Shelves full of different gears, arcane sigils, cabling, wheels, camshafts, all kinds of things, and a bunch of people flitting around assembling things. Some of them seem to have singed their hair in various places, and they don't really pay you too much mind as you walk in. They're all absorbed in their little projects.
I'll find the nearest one and say, excuse me. I'm sorry to bother you.
There's a gnome that raises.
I'm looking for an individual, a gnome, Lit Fizzbin, I believe his name was.
Lit Fizzle.
Lit Fizzle! And as you say that word, as he screams back that word, everybody in the place just raises their head up, looks to you, and just kind of stares. What do you want with Lit Fizzle?
Just business I need to do with him. Yeah, you don't need to worry about it.
Well, I'm pretty sure I do, considering we kicked him out.
Oh, you did? Was he causing some sort of trouble for you?
Well, all his stuff tend to go wild. And then there's that deal with the silver watch.
That he had faulty equipment.
Yeah. Oh. They think that we don't know, but we all know.
Wow.
But yeah, we kicked him out. You'll probably, if he's still around and not wallowing his sorrows away, you'll probably find him in his house outside of town. South Gate. By the South Gate over there.
Okay.
If he hasn't buried himself in shame.
Is there
don't
anywhere in
tell.
particular he would be wallowing himself in his sorrows?
You can check the taverns if you don't find him at his house.
Well, don't tell anyone, but we were hired by the Silverwatch to deal with his equipment. We were just wondering. We were just wondering, since they have no interest in getting it back, if he or your guild would be interested in that. After all, you might be able to fix up his mess and have a proper construct.
Interested in his shoddy work? No, that's trash, man. You might as well scrap it all.
Well, very well. And, yeah, if the Silverwatch asks, we never had this conversation, right?
Sure, he thumbs his nose.
Thank you.
All right, back to work, boys. And they all just go back to the little assemblies. But he did tell you that he has a little hovel outside of the city gates down here past the southern gate.
Okay. Well, we're going to be meeting two party members by there, so might as well check there. Unless you think we should check the taverns.
We could check
quite a
there
few of them.
first and then check the
Yeah.
taverns after.
Yeah, there are a lot of taverns, so if you went out drinking, bit early to start drinking, but I mean, if you're in a bad mood, it's always going to be the time to drink.
There is a specific time to be drinking.
Most people only like drinking at night, or at least doing the heavy drinking. It's a cultural thing, I think. When I think about it, it does not really make a lot of logical sense. If you want to drink something, you'll drink it when you like, but we developed some very unique rituals.
All right. Will you guys be meeting up and heading over to the hovel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you approach this house, it's very slopped together, shoddy. There are piles and piles of parts and different discarded things next to the house. This man seems to make most of his stuff from recycled projects. There's broken wagon wheels, there's pieces of reclaimed wood, there's stacks of sackcloth sitting outside, and all the windows seem to be covered in some manner or fashion. Would anybody like to knock, or how do you approach the house?
Looks like his place. All right. I'm going to knock on the door.
Okay, there's no response.
Hello?
Is there any kind of like hole or gap in the construction of the building?
Hole or gap in the construction of the building. How wide of a hole can you slip through?
1 inch.
1 inch? Yeah, I'd say you could probably slip in underneath the gap in the front door, but as you try to go through that gap, you're blocked by something else.
Can the doctor go around back and see the back door?
How many skills do I have?
There is no back door. There is what seems to be a cellar door.
Yeah.
Does it look locked?
Is the front door locked? Yeah.
The front door, it doesn't seem to be locked. Are you trying to open it?
I'll make an attempt to open it. It's rather alarming that he isn't answering.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, excellent. No, that's a dexterity check. This will be the saving throws.
15. Okay, you are barely able to dodge, to like jump out of the way as you open this door, and just a cavalcade of parts and trash and other things just steamroll out the door like a cartoon, collapse into the street. This man is a hoarder, and the minute you opened that door, all the stuff was pressed against it and just collapsed onward.
Fizbin, are you home?
No answer.
Fizzle.
What?
There's a cellar.
Okay.
I'm going to just walk in.
The cellar door is trapped. The way this came out of the front door, you're not entering through the front door, actually.
Okay.
The cellar door is locked, but it seems just like this very flimsy padlock. If you'd like to give me a lockpicking check.
Oh,
It lives like this.
As I do this, I will holler at them and be like, "Hey guys, there's a cellar door you may want to try."
Okay.
Very well then.
Okay, so it's lit fizzle, not Fizbin.
Lit fizzle, yeah.
Fizzle.
Lit
fizzle.
fizz, lit fizzle, yeah. I'll go ahead and
Must
type
be
that for check.
mistaken for someone else I knew when I was a child.
There you go. So yeah, you're able. This lock barely touching it, you open it quite easily. Definitely, it was a DC of 8. It is the simplest lock, and you just unhook the chain and open the cellar doors quite easily. There is some wooden steps descending into darkness.
Hold on.
Have Shade Doctor and I rejoined the party at this point?
Yeah, it's
I would
not
think
that big of a
so.
house. You can just walking around it. It's easy.
Yeah, we asked around at the guilds, you got your thing, and then we met at the
And then we met at the gates. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were all together. I would assume so. Shade Doctor unlocked this.
Yeah.
Unless he has the ability to teleport like 500 feet.
He just secretly
Hello, I'm a cloak of Mont LeBlanc.
Talking the mountebank.
But yeah, there's a set of stairs descending into a dark room.
Umbra will walk in and just kind of keep an eye out for both lit fizzle and also more things that might just collapse on people.
Okay. Do you have dark vision?
I believe so.
I think
Yes,
all
60
of
foot
us.
dark vision.
Okay.
I believe all of us have dark vision.
Except for the human.
I think Shade Doctor.
Oh,
Doctor lights
well
his lamp.
then.
Lights a lantern?
Yeah, okay.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay.
So you light that lantern, and as y'all descend, y'all see more of the same. Just piles stacked upon piles of different parts, accoutrement, wood stacks, cloth stacks, gear stacks, springs, all kinds of things. Go ahead and if y'all want to, go ahead and give me an investigation or a perception check.
Investigation.
Okay. So, Umbra, you're looking around. It's hard to make it. Shade and Umbra, it's hard to look around and find anything in this mess of boxes and bags and whatnot. Varenge and Arendelle, you're able to like weave your way around these stacks and find a door to another room. And as you go in, you see what looks like what he was actually living in. The stairs to the upstairs completely stacked with boxes and bags. There's no way to even get upstairs. He is hoarded to the point of filling the entire first floor of the house and has been living in the cellar. The room that you're in has a hammock in the corner, a couple of tables set up in the other corner with various half assembled, what looked to be dummy pieces on it. These very slapped together, haphazard kind of things. Varange with a 22, you're able to see a journal set on one of the tables.
There's no one in this room.
No, it is empty.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take a look at that journal.
Okay. As you read, there's some very complicated diagrams of how these things fit together, magical formulae on how they are assembled. These constructs appear to be both mechanical and arcane in nature. He talks about how proud he is about his assembly, how he treats them like his children, how watching them take their first steps has been the proudest moments of his life. And as you get back toward the back of it, there is some depressed nature and some kind of sadness in his writings about having them return to him in such fashions as they are torn apart and have to be rebuilt from the ground up. How he starting to feel like the soul of his work has been essentially torn apart, and that he knows that this is the nature of what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be training dummies, but he can't find himself to continue on building them like this, that he doesn't think it's fair for them to be destroyed so easily. So he starts talking about ways that he can essentially beef them up after a fashion to give them a fighting chance to make them even more powerful, and to accidentally, on purpose, potentially give them a bit of a will of their own.
As he gets to that part, Verge will pinch the bridge of his nose. Idiots. Well, he doesn't seem to be here.
And
But based on this, I would assume that he would like his constructs back.
is anybody fluent in the arcane?
I mean, I am as a wizard.
Proficiency in it, I should say.
Oh, not proficient though. Not proficient in Arcana skill.
Do not have proficiency in Arcana yet.
Okay. Does anybody have proficiency in Tinker's tools?
No.
I have Weaver's tools, but not Tinker's tools.
Okay. All right. So y'all do not find him in here. You do find, with the perception and investigation check, you do find 3 vials of acid.
Range eyes them, considering his options. Paragon or renegade?
I mean, you're in a house of a kind of a madman at this point. So
She doctor palm all 3 of those.
palms all 3 of them? Okay. So you, Matt, as you were considering your options, Veringe, you look back and didn't I see vials here before? Guess I might have imagined them.
Ah, yes. I totally imagined them. Wink, wink.
Are there? Would the journal have, or like near the journal or anything like that? Would there be any like blueprints or schematics for the
journal?
dummies?
The journal includes the blueprints and schematics, but
Okay.
without any kind of knowledge in the arcane or Tinker's tools, you're not able to really discern their makeup or any kind of other information on them.
He would draw smiley faces on them. That's really weird.
We could bring this to the guild and
You're
have
actually
them...
not wrong. Several of the designs that you're able to make out, he does put very silly faces on them.
I suppose they are aware of what Silverwatch's problem, even though the Silverwatch seems to pretend like they don't. Do you
Should
think it
we
would be
bring
wise,
the
or
journal
think-
to the guilds? That way they can give us information on how to dismantle these.
I suppose it would be. It's obvious from here, how he speaks of them, how he writes of them here, that he would prefer they be brought back to him. Even if he has to repair them, at least he will have them back.
I'm not sure how helpful they'll be at the guild, though.
They seem to be familiar with his work and how shoddy it is.
But they also did not. Wait, are you talking about the guild or about the?
The guild, the Tinkerers Guild. They had apparently kicked him out.
Not the watch.
Yeah, the
guild.
They apparently were aware of the Silverwatch's problem because they had seen his work and are familiar with how shoddy it is.
Because you guys do see a bunch of the unfinished construction of them and have a journal of them, I'll go ahead and show you a picture of what one may look like, just so you know if you run across them in the field. It's hard not to tell that they're training dummies, but I'll just show you a picture and hopefully don't show you the whole thing, all the pictures, but we'll go ahead and show that one. So that is a picture of one of the training dummies.
And he made these things sentient.
Okay, it's kind
I
of
want to
cute.
break them now.
All right. So that is one of the training dummies that you see partially assembled. There's different ones as well, and some different parts that look like they're not part of it. But yeah, that's essentially what you can put together. But yeah, you have your options. You can more than likely go back to the guild and ask them to examine the book a little further. You could bring the information to the guard, but they're not really a Tinker's Academy, and while they may thank you for your information, you remember what an attitude that gentleman had with you the first time, or you're more than welcome to go ahead to the training ground.
I think we head to the guild first and then see if they can help us point out, oh, hey, yeah, this bit's a little weak point right here.
Okay.
It would be.
Do that whole thing.
It would be handy to know if there are any weaknesses we can exploit.
Right. Yeah, you'll go ahead and head back to the guild. Again, they're working furiously in their own little projects. They don't even notice you come in.
We are back.
Oh, look at you. You're all back. There's more of you now. Wow.
Yes.
Well, we had the misfortune of seeing Lit Fizzle's home. I don't know how he lives like that.
Just kind of blinks at you.
He doesn't.
Okay, and?
Well, as we weren't able to talk to him, we did find blueprints for the wayward constructs, and I can't make heads or tails of it. Perhaps you can tell us if there's any weakness we can exploit, because we are going to have to disassemble them.
You want me to look at that mad guy's work, huh? I mean, I got more things to do, or I got stuff I gotta do around here, man. I mean,
he claims to have made them sentient.
Fringe checks his bag, realizes he gave all his gold to Arendelle. Damn it.
The guy pinches the bridge of his nose.
Oh.
What a moron.
I reach out and I hand 15 gold pieces back to Varinge. Thank you.
Ah.
It turns out that I did not need all of what you lent to me.
So, would you be willing to examine it for a bit of coin?
Not really interested in gold, man. I like my work.
Very
There
well
might
then.
be some detail in there on how you might be able to make your own work sentient, perhaps.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
All right.
You're appealing to his mad science.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's
I suppose
20 for 26.
Oops,
Yeah.
all charisma builds.
Yeah. He kind of stares at you, at the strange one, and it's just kind of like, wonder how you're put together. Yeah, I guess we could take a look at it. Fine. Go ahead, hand it here.
Penmanship is terrible.
You ain't wrong about that. He flips through it a little bit. Okay, standard construct fare. It's using the shittiest parts I've ever seen. But I guess he's working at the lowest bidder, so, more power to him. Feels bad about them freaking machines, man. Come on. Oh, God. Oh, what a moron. Freaking idiot. Guys, you gotta read this shit. It's hilarious. He just starts laughing his ass off, and other people start rolling over and start talking and start reading over his shoulder, and they start laughing. What a moron.
They start telling inside jokes that only artificers get.
Yeah, they start telling jokes that you wouldn't get about him. Something about him being short with the hammer or long with the screwdriver and something like that. And he reads a little bit more. Well, they're your standard constructs, so, sleep doesn't really work on them. You can't really suffocate them. Pretty much, you can't really poison something that doesn't have blood or any kind of system like that. Oh. Yeah, look here. Looks like the materials you made on them are kind of susceptible to acid. That's interesting.
We do. Do you happen to have? Do any of us happen to have any acid of any kind? Looks at Shade Doctor. Okay, I don't. In character, I'm not sure Shade Doctor grabbed them, but no, but I'm sure someone did. It seems likely. Anyway,
the capacity to attack with acid.
I don't know any spells that cause acid. Would the spell Disguise Self allow me to look like one of them if I used it?
Essentially, yeah. But are you saying this out loud?
More saying it to Vringe is more saying it to himself than anyone else.
Okay.
But that wouldn't be a good use of my magic. No. I have limited uses.
I have a question about the construction of these things.
Yeah.
That bit about the sentience.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that can be used against them?
Doesn't look like it. I mean, they got about as much. When you abuse someone with sentience, like your average, animated armor or anything to that kind of fare, it's got about as much sentience as a dog or a cat or something like that, or a rat. It just knows fight for life, or this is in my territory, I must destroy it, kind of thing. It's not really something. When I say sentient, it's more like it can break free of its what you call it, but it would have life preserving tendencies. So If you damage it enough, it might just run away. Though I don't know if you kind of want them going into the forest and becoming more wild.
Sir,
That would not be preferable.
you mentioned earlier that being constructs, that we would not be able to put them to sleep. But now you're speaking of it, their sentience. How susceptible to sort of mental damage might they be?
Oh yeah, mental stuff will work on them just fine.
Ah, excellent. I was beginning to think that I would have nothing to bring to this engagement.
They do got a quote unquote, and it kind of gives air quotes, brain after a fashion in a magical sense. So your magics will disrupt that.
So what you're saying is they have a brain in the same sense as the creator does. And he winks.
He just stares at you. Uh-huh.
All right. Well, we'll be on our way unless anyone has any other questions. Bridge does not take the journal back, by the way. He doesn't give a shit.
Should we give the journal to the watch?
I don't think it would be of any use to them. They just want their training gone back.
They wouldn't give a crap about that kind of thing.
Yeah, and they just want this lit fit. I don't even care what his name is anymore. They wouldn't want to put this guy behind them. They clearly do not want to do business with him ever again. Hey, maybe you could take advantage of that and convince them to do business with you.
And they already do business with us, just not as dumb idea as Lit had.
Okay. All right. Well then, good luck with your work.
Yeah. All right. So after ushering them out, sorry, doing that voice really wrecked my throat a little bit. I should probably not do that one again. But in any case, you're given that information. Now, it will take you half a day to get to the training grounds, so you may want to spend a night in town before heading out. Otherwise, you'll be going there in the middle of the night. While that would be prudent for things that rely on normal vision, being that these are constructs, and they'll actually tell you this, that they don't rely on normal sight, they can see just fine in the dark, it may be prudent to come at them in the morning. Up to you guys.
Yeah, probably would be best to find a place to stay here tonight. We could also probably look into other shops we might be interested in. After all, you found a place to get crossbows. If there's anything else anyone's considering buying, you might want to look for another shop to see if there's anything that will tickle your fancy.
Potions!
What?
What was that?
I think I heard one of those constructs. He's got to town.
We should probably consider also the fact that I do thank you all for your loans. Our funds are quite limited at the moment.
True. But it wouldn't help to know where we can buy certain things. At the very least. I would be interested to find a place that sells spell scrolls. Those would be handy.
Do y'all ask around?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you ask around for different shops and whatnot have you, you'll learn of, just so you don't have to roleplay this, there's a couple of shops that are actually set in to actual shops as opposed to what you can find in the stalls. There is Al's Emporium, which is an actual mage's shop for the most part, though you're told that the proprietor is a bit eccentric. There is Tiamor's Treasures, which is more of like a pawn shop and general goods store. There is the Mystic Garden, which is a herbalist and a potion shop. And then you've already been to Metal Manor.
Well, okay. So I would go to the major shop. That general store would be good if we have any gear we want to offload. After all, if we find something that could be resold, not many places that could buy them.
Oh, and there are 2 taverns as well. There's the Moon's Rest, which is a more simple fare tavern for the average traveler going through, and then there's the Silver Spire, which is the very almost noble level of tavern and inn, basically. But you said you were going to the potion shop or the mage shop?
The mage shop. What was it called? The one with the eccentric Al's Emporium.
Yep.
If anyone wants to join me, that's fine. You guys want to check out a different shop? We can split up, and this seems to be a safe place.
Nothing in particular to do.
Okay.
All right then.
So y'all head over to Al's. Al's is down an alley between 2 buildings, and there is this door on the wall that does not look like a house at all, but kind of in these neon letters, but magical in nature. Above the door, it just has Al in big purple letters. And as you open the door, you enter into what those of you that are arcane inclined is an extra dimensional space. You enter into a much larger place that has these pillars of shelves that are off the ground and rotating, and just kind of floating back and forth among the hallways. And as you're trying to look at them, they kind of just move away whenever you try to look at something. And straight down the middle, you see this big armchair with a bunch of pillows around it, just spread all over. And this man, this very unkempt mage with like a 5 o'clock shadow, this very long raven hair, and this very fine blue coat, strewn about, laying side saddle on this chair, and just kind of like playing with magic in the air with his hand. And he's just like, visitors, hey man, what you looking for?
Well, it has been well over a decade since I've been to Silverymoon, and I wanted to see what shops are about, get a beat on what prices you charge, so that if I ever am in the market for things like spell scrolls, I know what to expect.
Yeah, you looking for prices or just window shopping the day? So you're just gonna waste my time?
Well, I might be able to afford something, but, I'm only getting started in an adventuring career, so...
Invention career? And he just kind of looks at you as these piercing blue glowing eyes just turn towards you and kind of look you up and down. You got Adrian stuff on you. She found herself some new charges, huh? Might not be a waste of my time after all. But you're looking for spell scroll prices, right?
Yes. I've never had to buy any before, and I just had to know how much that would cost me.
Your standard stuff at your level is going to be 100 gold a pop.
Definitely remember that. It would be very handy to have this. What else do you have here other than scrolls?
I mean, we got the stuff to make and match scrolls. I don't have too much in the ways of, I guess I do have a couple little strange things. Something that your particular price would be. Nothing you can afford at the moment, I'm afraid. He looks you up and down, and for some reason you feel like your coin purse kind of rattle. And he just goes, yeah, nothing you can afford right now, I'm afraid. Oh, you are adventurers, and you're just starting out. I would probably save your stuff, but if you find anything interesting, I might be interested in it.
Thank you for your time. I'll certainly remember your shop.
Yeah, I'm always here.
When he mentions that we have Adrian's stuff on us, Arendelle is going to remember Hobart Pridehammer smelling strange metal on me and wonder, is that what he was smelling? And when we step out of the shop, I'm going to smell the rune that Buddy gave us, and does it have a particular odor to it?
So as you know, I would say that it does actually have a bit of a scent that you actually noticed Buddy give off. Buddy gives off, bugbears don't typically smell very good, but Buddy, when he was around you, he always smelled like lavender.
Yes.
The metal doesn't necessarily carry any of that smell with it, but you have a feeling that when you hold that metal in your hand, it gives off a certain sheen. And he talked about how it's special and attached to you and everything. You do have a feeling that that was what the dwarf was talking about, is that strange metal disc, because it doesn't really seem to be any metal that you're aware of. It doesn't really. It has almost a lighter than touch mithril to it. It doesn't really seem to be steel or copper or anything that you notice. It seems to be magical in nature.
Okay.
I just realized something. Something we could afford. Things that we could use to make traps. If these constructs have developed basic instincts, like a wolf, then that means that we can lure them someplace, and possibly trigger a trap with something like ball bearings, or... it's just a thought.
Perhaps it makes sense to go and procure rooms for the evening first.
Yes.
That would be a good idea before they all get taken up.
Okay, so y'all head over to, I'm assuming, the Moon's Rest?
Yes.
Okay. As you approach the Moon's Rest, it is a very seemingly simple tavern. It is a large building, because there is a lot of travel in and out of Silverymoon, especially by ships. So this is quite a large building sitting on the water. I'll say it's probably That one, actually, sorry, it's this one over here, next to the water and next to the mouth of the river. It is a large 3-story edifice with very open doors, and it, compared to the Huntsworn Hearth, it is a very large inn meant for many people to come and rest. The sprawling main hall has lots of people starting to get their it's after you've done all this, it's a little bit after it's a little bit before the evening, and so people are starting to pour in and get their meals for the day. Different scents of different meals wafting in, a lot of fish meals, as well as a lot of different grown ingredients, salads and roasted peppers and those kind of things being poured out into the halls, and of course lots and lots of alcohol to a very happy population of tavern goers. As you make your way toward the bar, there are actually 4 barkeeps handling on staff, going in between the patrons, as this bar stretches a good 40 feet. Sorry, not 40. Probably like 30 feet in either direction, with multiple people going. And this halfling comes up to you. Aye, what do you be having?
Rooms.
Rooms. Yeah, we got rooms. How many are you looking for? It'd be 2 silver room.
Yeah.
Do you have a just a large dormitory style?
Okay, you're looking for a if you're looking to hang out with the general population, yeah, there's the hostel section. That'll be about 1 silver per person.
Now, to be clear, when you say the hostel section, you mean HOSTEL, not HOSTILE, correct?
Of course. Why would there be a hostel section?
Well, I mean, the 2 words, they sound very similar.
Bards.
Roll will just hand over the 4 gold for the party. Or 4 silver for the party.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, it'll be a room with general population. You might have to deal with some snoring, but you'll get a nice rest. And she directs you into it's the 3rd door once you go up the stairs, and just try not to bother anybody else. You'll have to be thrown out.
Also, can I have a bottle of wine? A bottle of fine wine.
Bottle of fine wine. He looks you up and down. Bottle of fine wine costs you 5 gold, sir.
Yeah, I'll pay that.
Okay. And she hands you a elvish brew of elderberry wine that looks like it has been aged for quite some time.
I need a lot of coffee to start the morning and a lot of booze to end it.
Yeah, we got food as well.
How much is the food?
The food is 5 copper a person.
I'll just pay 2 more silver for everyone.
Okay. Yeah,
Thank you, Umbra.
they'll bring you a plate. They'll ask you what you want, if you want the vegetarian fare or the fish meal, and they'll sorry, just responded to the chat for a second. Yeah, he did ask. He asked for fine wine and Silverymoon. That is probably medium fare. She looked him up and down and went, "No, he can't afford the most expensive stuff." But
He can't afford the 50 gold wine.
Yeah, no, he can't afford the 50 gold wine. He can afford the 5 gold wine. And she got him the medium fare, the stuff not made for nobles, but still quite good and quite well done. Also, he didn't insight check her at all.
I just want to get sloshed. Like,
Shade Doctor for the fish, and when it comes, he'll like put his arms around it and kind of like guardily eat it.
Eat prison style? Gotcha.
what the fuck?
I went to an all-boys school. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the fish is a grilled fish. It's very light, very lovely seasoned. Some lemon zest on it, and various herbs and spices used in a port town that has access to quite a number of things grown and regional. But the meal is lovely. After having the meal at the Huntsworn Hearth, though, it does seem to kind of wilt a bit. You realize you might have flowers for Algernon your taste buds a little bit after you sit there with this meal. You'll sit up, you'll go for everyone's, and as is anybody trying to talk to anybody in the tavern, or you're just gonna have okay.
I'm going to go to the whoever appears to be in charge and say, I'm a musician of some small talent. Is there a chance that I might play for your patronage?
Musician. Yeah, I could use some. She takes out a clipboard and puts it on the table, and there is a waiting list to sign up as a musician. They got something in 2 weeks.
Oh, very good. I will put my name on the waiting list and slink away.
Sorry, you're in a town of bards.
I know. I realized that as I was bringing it up.
You know what this tavern in the bard town could use? A bard.
I will. I only have to sleep or trance for 4 hours, so I'm gonna spend the better part of this night sitting in this room, listening to the bards who are playing, listening for any hint of the other half of the tune that I am searching for.
Very well, very well. So they actually do have somewhat of a stage set up in the tavern, and if people start to try to strike up their own little band in the in other parts, and they kind of stifle it a bit, they're like, "Hey, it's his turn. Don't do that." So there's only one real tune playing, and this female tiefling is playing this lovely tune. Actually in Infernal, so it's very guttural and strange, but also like hauntingly beautiful in a way. But it does not reminisce with the song that you know of. It's lovely though. Okay. But as y'all go up to the hostel, the quote unquote racks, this is a room with about 12 beds in it, and you basically are just instructed to take the first bed that's empty. There's a little footlocker at the end of each bed. They are bunk beds, so you might have to crawl above somebody if you need to. It is very much the cheap seats of the tavern there.
Yeah, I don't think I want to stay here again.
Y'all asked for the cheapest stuff. That's the cheap.
Shade Doctor will walk over and like test the first bed to see how soft it is.
So it is rather nice. It is all the beds are well kept. This is a very respectable establishment. It's not a motel by any stretch of the imagination, but it is set up for travelers after a fashion. So it's for people that are staying the night before getting onto the next ship, more than likely. But the beds are nice and soft. They don't compare to the Huntsworn Hearth at all, unfortunately, but it's still rather nice and plush.
He'll get into a bottom. If there's one that kind of like faces the door, he'll want one that he can see the door.
Gotcha. Easily done. And you'll hear some soft snoring among the beds and some people kind of murmuring in their sleep. And a man 3 beds away just kind of sighs, sits up, casts a spell, and it is dead silent in the room for a small stretch of time. It doesn't last long, but he's just like, God, I just want one. He looks like he has a hangover and he just needs a minute of complete silence. But if that's all, we'll go ahead and continue to the morning.
Yeah, that's all for me.
Okay. Y'all get up in the morning, and
use another spell slot to cast Mage Armor. God damn it!
y'all don't necessarily get up as well as y'all did in the Huntsworn Tavern. A little groggy. There's a bit of snoring. You don't have any exhaustion or anything. Your backs kind of ache after being in the softest beds and sleep imaginable to standard fare. You kind of got spoiled on the previous night's rest, and you'll come down and as you start to look for food, you realize that it is more of a continental breakfast kind of thing. They have coffee set up for you guys to grab, as well as just some bread meals and some jerky set up on some tables for people to grab and munch on for the morning. But they are serving drinks for those morning drinkers.
This is very, very important. Is there coffee?
Yes, there is available coffee, and y'all don't need to spend anything for it. It came with the rooms. Now it is
barely missed disaster.
It is hotel coffee, so it is not the greatest. It's probably like a little bit burnt on the burnt side, but there is cream and sugar to overpower the burning.
If only I had put new to catch prestidigitation, I could change the taste of this.
What do you request?
Yeah, well, the coffee doesn't taste all that great.
I do not have the best situation with knowing how things taste.
And Arendelle, just for a bit of flavor, the minute you come down the stairs, there's a different bard sitting there strumming lightly. As
I'll look at the list
morning
of names.
There's it. You realize that the list you're on the third page.
7 names to go.
Yeah.
Your name is somehow gone down on the list.
No, you look at the list again and realize you're the third page of the first 3. It's still 2 weeks away.
Well, my skills will have been much improved by then.
I could give the prestidigitation a try.
Yes. Mostly it's just scent, so if you could smell, then maybe you can get an idea what it tastes like.
Umbra's gonna try her best to prestidigitation it into something that would be pleasant.
It's interesting. Does she really have a sense of taste, or does she just kind of absorb and
I feel like
again.
it's a thing of like she doesn't really like if she does have a sense of taste, she doesn't use it kind of a thing of just like not really know.
Give me a
So it's
history
a thing
check.
of like maybe. Okay. I'm not proficient in this, so you might get something horrible. 12.
It tastes like the bacon from the Huntsworn Hearth.
Well, it definitely, it'll at least taste better, but,
Which is pretty good damn bacon, but it still tastes like bacon and coffee.
It's a thing of like Umbra not understanding, like, it's like, this is a thing you said was good before. Why would it not be good now? Like, not understanding the context of wanting your coffee to be like coffee and not bacon.
Bacon coffee. You can't have spaghetti tacos.
Oh boy. That's
Well,
fun.
he still drinks it because it at least tastes like something that tastes good.
Yeah, I made the DC 15 to make it taste like actual coffee. I don't know.
But it is really weird to taste bacon.
Probably a little high, but I thought it was funny. In any case,
I mean, Umbra has no real like metric to compare it to.
Yeah.
I mean, if she could smell, which I imagine slimes would be able to pick up smell, you would have smelled
I feel like it'd be
coffee.
a thing of like. I feel like the smell thing would be like she can sense smell, but it's weird.
Yeah. The way she processes the information is a bit different.
It's like
it just kind of exists,
taste the smell.
kind of a thing.
You can eat the fear.
But yeah, so y'all are able to start your morning. Do y'all immediately start heading off on the road, or is there anything y'all want to prepare or do first?
Yeah, let's get going. I want to get this job done.
Okay. So y'all start heading down the road, moving
On the road again.
down the path. He would, of course, given you the directions on your map to travel down to this location. As you start, there's not really any problems on the road. It's a well-traveled road. There are flags of the Silver Watch stabbed into the ground, kind of leading the path. Kind of like letting people know that there's a little outpost in that direction in case they need to seek help. But as you get closer, there does seem to be less people around. There does seem to be a little bit less wildlife and things around. And as you go down this one path, you feel like there's something watching. And I will go ahead and load up this one.
Could I have used arcane recovery while we were having breakfast to get back that spell slot I used for
Absolutely.
For okay.
All right.
Usability.
Yeah, I'm gonna have used Mage
Yeah.
Armor while we're coming over here, so I have it up for this.
By the way, temporary hit points would typically go away at the start of your next long rest, but those ones from the Huntsworn Hearth are still there.
Okay. I'll reapply them then.
So they seem to be there until you gain more hit points or until you lose them.
I just realized I probably could use that +5 to a check on that prestidigitation check for the coffee.
Dark. Why is it dark?
It's funnier to RP you not understanding how space works.
It
funnier
makes
that way.
significantly more sense.
Why is that? No, stop it. It's still dark.
Who took out the sun?
It's still gray for some reason. I don't understand. Okay, just big light. Big light.
This must be the Red Wizards of Thay. Behind
All
us.
shall be cast into darkness.
Big light.
Oh, the light's back.
Okay. Go ahead and pause that for a second. Go ahead and let's see. These things are not stealthy at all. So you will start to sense something watching, and as you come down this road, you start to see them pop out from the trees. Let me get a little measurement here. That is not the measurement tool I was looking for. Why?
No.
We get fireballed. I'll just die immediately. New campaign.
I'm sick of your characters. Well, with that measure, with that AoE effect, I know I'm gonna have to get counterspell once I get to high enough level to get that spell.
Okay. All right, let me start some combat music here. Okay, and we will begin the encounter. Go ahead, if you don't remember it, click on your token, right click on it, and there will be that little cross sword symbol to click. And then when you go into the combat tracker, hit the dice to roll your initiative.
Oh yeah. Look at how derpy the archer is.
Yes, this archer that is sitting over here looks to be very derpy. Let me see if I can post his art right quick.
Oh my god. That's such a horrible existence. Every time he shoots, his head gets cut off.
So he's got this wide open, like, it's this open thing in his mouth, and the string literally smacks it in the back of the head each time.
He put a little art Robin Hood hat on him.
I feel
he really wanted to give these guys personality.
Here's the thing: if this guy were like this guy's sentient, this is such a horrible existence.
Well, you don't know if they actually feel pain or anything like that. They just knows that they exist.
But it's still a thing of.
I mean, they understand survival, so
it's like that's such a cursed existence to just have a crossbow through your mouth, and just every time you fire it, it just the string hits the back of your neck. Like,
sadly, I didn't save it, so we'll have to. I'll just have to post it in chat after the game. But I made him extremely derpy, and I'll just zoom in for the sake of the the stream. But it's on these four walking crab claws. The malfunctioning shield droids are on these tiny little carts with wheels on them, and we will start off with the archer.
Oh my gosh! When the shielders moved, does their front half just sort of tilt back because it can't keep up with the wheels?
Okay, it's gonna shoot at Veringe.
What? No!
Alright. Let's open its... Where's its character sheet go? Come here. And it gets a 4. It actually... Nat ones. That string pops in the back of the head, it leans forward and shoots the ground.
They are malfunctioning.
Veringe, it is now your turn.
Yeah, okay. Right, the range of my spells. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, familiar should be on the field too. It gets its own initiative.
Does it still get its own initiative, or does it get the initiative to go on your initiative? I forget how that works.
Let me take a look at how the spell was phrased. Alright, can pull it up here. Joey. Alright.
It rolls its own
No.
initiative and acts on its own turn.
Okay, so go ahead and roll its initiative for me.
Okay.
I didn't know if that was changed in the 2024 rules or not, but it looks like it still
16.
just gets its own turn.
Okay. It'll
It
go
goes
after
right after
me
you
anyway.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, well, alright. So from here, I can use Firebolt, and I'm going to target the archer with it.
Okay. A 14
there,
will
select
hit.
Select it and roll that damage. 8.
Yeah,
Looks like how
takes a
you do it.
good chunk out of him.
I'm gonna move over here, and that'll be it for me.
All right. It is your hawk's
Let's see
turn.
what.
Or your kestrel's.
60 feet. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, right there, right by it, just hovering by it. And just gonna land by it and look non-threatening.
Okay. We'll see if that works.
It doesn't. Yeah. Should I like roll a deception check for it?
Sure.
It doesn't have the deception skill listed, so I'll just make a charisma check. Oh boy. Okay, that might not end well.
I need 10 more gold
let's-
for a new familiar.
That's 10 gold out of my pocket.
Well, let's see. These things have a pretty abysmal. Yeah, no. No, it
Wow.
doesn't realize that.
Are we sure he actually gave them sentience? Alright, anyway.
Sentience
That's
and
it.
intelligence are two different things, my friend. So that is your hawk. That's going to be your hawk's turn.
Mhm.
All right. All right, Umbra.
Okay. This is the training ground or on the way to the training ground?
This is on the way.
Okay. Well, I have 2 uses of it. I'll set up the... Where's the feature? Here we go. Innate sorcery.
Okay.
And then we heard these things were weak to acid, so
Correct.
I'll cast Sorceress Burst on... These things can't be that fast. Although it is the birds next to it. I'll do it on this one up here.
This one up
So
here?
Sorceress Burst at advantage. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
And that will be 5 acid damage.
Okay, and that doubles up for 10.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
Okay, it is the malfunctioning shielder's turn. It is going to rush up. And dash up.
Ah! No, stop!
And that'll end its turn.
I'm going to look at that one that just ran up to to, I don't remember names.
Revenge.
Ferenge, thank you. And I will yell out, "You call that armor? I've seen thicker parchment." And we'll cast vicious mockery on it.
All right.
That is a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
That is unfortunate.
it just turns
All
that
right.
little sackcloth head towards you and just kind of shakes a little bit, staving off your mental attacks.
And I will step to. I will stay right where I am.
All right. The Shade Doctor.
Seems
yes,
the point
I
to,
intentionally ended here, so I would be next to an enemy, so you could get sneak attack. Yeah, that's my
and
copium.
I'll move up to this one and proceed to stab at it.
All right. 19 will definitely hit.
And you
Done
have an ally
well.
next to it, so you get sneak attack.
Yep.
Yep.
And then sneak attack is 3, so a total of 7 damage on that.
All right.
And you get
Use
a
the
extra.
property.
Yeah. So good.
14 to hit.
Wait, keep
14
rolling with it.
clangs against the shield. It just misses.
Wait, why do you keep rolling with advantage?
You're rolling at disadvantage, not advantage.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's weird.
It
That's
should
weird.
be a straight roll.
So if
Yeah.
it was a straight roll, it would have been an 18. It might be
Yeah.
because of my push to talk button.
Yeah, if you're controlling shifter, it'll roll with disadvantage.
I'll have to find a new push to talk. So
Yeah.
it would have been an 18 plus 5.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Now you hit with all hits, so it's not a problem this time.
5 damage for the nick attack.
Okay.
And then I will
You don't
bonus
have the-
action use my left hand with my other scalpel.
Well, you don't have the 2-weapon fighting.
Nick attack allows you to use it as a bonus action. So
The way the Nick property works is instead of using your bonus action for your offhand attack for 2-weapon fighting, it gets lumped into your main attack action.
Yeah.
But you don't use your bonus action to use yet another attack. So it's pretty much instead of a bonus action, it becomes part of the main action. Your bonus action is still free for whatever, but you can't just make another bonus action to offhand attack.
And you also get to add your proficiency, your dex to the damage with the nick, as opposed to offhand where you don't get to unless you have 2-weapon fighting.
No, so Nick does not stop that specific. Nick does not get around that. You still need the 2-weapon fighting style.
Yeah, I see.
You sure? Because you're attacking with the same weapon.
No, that's not. No, it's.
I'm assuming he's dual wielding scalpels.
Yeah, no. Nick says that when you make an extra attack with a light property, you can make it as part of the attack action instead of as a bonus action. So it's still going to be a offhand attack based on the wording.
Yes, it's just instead of using your bonus action for an offhand attack for 2-weapon fighting, it moves it to part of the attack action.
I will say the wording isn't too good, so I mean,
that makes it sound like your bonus action is still available to you.
It is,
but not as a second attack.
No, because that second attack is now part of your main attack action.
Got it.
Because you're using the Nick property.
So the bonus action can now be used for something else.
It can be used for something else that is not the offhand strike. Yes.
Okay, that's the confusing part.
Yeah. So that
whatever.
offhand attack would have done 2 damage, not 5.
Yeah, so now
Unless
you can
have the
use your
two
bonus
weapons
action to
fighting.
disengage or whatever. So it allows more versatility to the rogue.
That's a
That's
level
a
2
yeah.
feature.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the rogue can't do much until it reaches level 2. That's when you get all your real rogue shit.
And then that will be it for me.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Okay, it's this malfunctioning soldier's turn. It's going to rush up. $40 which is its actual movement.
Nah.
And it is going to make a shield bash on Umbra.
Okay.
Okay, let me double check to make sure that's its actual movement. Where's the little thingy? Oh, no, I'm wrong. It added dash. Never mind. So that'll end its turn. It's 30 feet. I'm thinking of a different enemy. It is the archer's turn. The archer attacks the nearest person. 60, 80.
Since an enemy is in melee with it, does it have a disadvantage on the ranged attack?
Well, you had it be unassuming, and it's not actually actively trying to attack it, so I would say no. You tried to.
Damn it!
Yeah,
I tried.
You made it be unassuming and not aggressive at this time. So
I make a charisma check against the DM.
You fail. But yeah, it'll make a arrow shot at Shade Doctor. Why is it not allowing me to double click my tokens like normal? That's annoying. Okay.
You attacked my brother.
Does 16 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. For 2 damage.
Oh, there goes my temporary hit point.
Yeah. Low rolls. All right. Varenge.
Okay, it would still be handy for me to be in melee with this soldier to be able to give Shade Doctor access to his sneak attack. So instead, I'm going to cast the cantrip Shocking Grasp through Kendrick.
Okay. I will say that they do have metal parts, so go ahead and make that with advantage.
Nice.
Okay, 25. As you do the Shocking Grasp, you do see something, another shield, dummy, sorry, my words, pops out of this tree and uses a shield friend ability. So it pops out and takes half the damage for it. Go ahead and do the damage.
Okay.
So it takes 1. That was its reaction. It was hiding in place just for that particular time to shield the
The archer. Very smart. All right. Hold on. Let me.
Also, it doesn't change anything, but as a note, Shocking Grasp does it no longer, with the 2024 rules, has the, metal advantage thing.
Aw, I like that one.
Yeah. It feels weird that they took it away.
Yeah, I mean, it made sense.
They also ended up nerfing it from they can no longer take reactions to they cannot make opportunity attacks.
Very specific.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's my turn.
All right. I got to roll this guy into initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, but he won't go until next turn.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
Hawk's turn.
Ha. Well.
Or
it could take its action
Kindle.
to disengage and move over here, so it's still going to impose disadvantage on the archer, but
yes,
not
now
gonna
it
be able
will
to
actually
target.
impose disadvantage. Yes. Now that it is taking
Hopefully
hostile
that'll
action.
help.
Yep.
Hopefully that'll help. All right, and that turn, and his turn, and
All right. Umbra.
Okay. This guy's next to me. I'll just. You know what? I already have advantage, so it'll cancel it out. Just gonna Sorcerer's Burst him point blank.
All right.
Ooh,
Yeah, that definitely hits.
damn.
7 acid damage.
14. Yeah, it's looking hurt. It
Still up.
singes
Okay.
into that sackcloth and whatnot. It's barely hanging on, but it is together. Now they are sentient, so I'm gonna make a will save roll. I do these things for sentient creatures where they do have a fight or flight, right? If they're damaged enough, realistically, a thing that wants to preserve its life will start to run away after a fashion. So let's make a fight or flight roll. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Will that on your turn?
I'll just sit here. I'll just pull out a dagger and just have that at the ready for when it tries to run.
All right.
Oh.
All right. It is this one's turn. It is going to attack the Shade Doctor. I'm assuming a 22 hits.
Yeah, I can't even stop that.
Okay, for 7 damage.
Whoa,
And-
whoa.
And I need you to make
Take,
a Constitution saving throw.
whoa, take it easy.
All right, you're still up. It would have knocked you prone. All right. Arendelle.
Best for you to target this one since he said it's almost done.
I'm going
That way,
to.
that way you can free up everyone to take out this one.
I just saw. I'm gonna try again.
All right.
Let me guess. You thought this was your good side, and do another vicious mockery, and I'm gonna do it on the one to the north of
Embro, the damage one?
Umbra. Yeah,
Okay.
that's another wisdom save.
It fails.
Ah! I've got. There it is. 5 psychic damage.
Psychic damage.
And it has disadvantage on its next attack.
All right. You see this little spring pop up from the sackcloth as something inside of it just breaks.
And I think I will bonus. I will bonus action and give Shade Doctor Bardic Inspiration.
Excellent.
An excellent choice.
All right, Shade Doctor, your turn.
Yeah, we're just gonna go for the attack.
Absolutely.
You have. Oh, don't even need it.
Yep. ahead and roll damage. Plenty enough to hit. 4. All right.
4 for that one. And then with ally, you get the sneak attack.
Absolutely. Another 3.
3.
Why is it applying 6? That's weird.
I don't know. I'll do the nick.
All right.
Choosing it to off.
Definitely enough to hit.
20.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Hopefully this works for the off game. Okay,
4
it did
damage.
work. I gotta change it to offhand when I roll the weapon to get it to do it without the modifier.
All right. It is bloody, bloody, bloody. Let me roll a die here. Okay. Is that your end of your turn?
That'll end my turn. I'm just sitting here waiting now.
Okay, start of the turn. This one is going to start running away. Would you like to make your dagger attack, Umbra?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and give it stabby stabby. That hits.
Hit. That will be 6 damage.
All right, as it turns to run, you stab it directly in its wooden spine. You hear a crack, and it just kind of slumps in its sack as it stops moving. All right. You've dispatched one of the creatures. All right, moving on. The archer is being attacked by a bird. It is going to trying to attack the burb at disadvantage.
Yeah, like to see you try. Miss.
Miss.
It's too... Kendrick is too good for this.
All right, I need to make a roll for the archer. All right, it is going to start to move.
The hawk can't attack, except the other two, and it can only attack.
That's as far as the archer can get.
How promoters work.
The archer is very slow.
Damn.
Malfunctioning soldier is next. It is going to try to attack Kendrick normally. I believe that'll hit. Or 7 damage on Kendrick. Kendrick disappears.
Oh.
Oh, you're getting a little robot-y. Is everybody else okay? Or is it my connection that's losing? Hello? Oh, my latency just shot up like a rock. Try resetting here. Hello, hello?
Hello?
Hi,
Did Discord just give up for everybody?
Yeah, it looked like it reset the my latency just destroyed, and I had to reset which zone it was in.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kendrick would poof, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was considering using Silvery Barbs, but considering his modifiers, it was not worth the effort.
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna be pissed about my board. You
Well-
killed my bird. I can summon another one for 10 GP, but no!
It is your turn.
Alright.
To get
Well,
out.
I got vengeance on my mind. But first, this guy needs to be dealt with, so I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp on him.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Could I at least reposition myself to get flanking, or is there no flanking bonus in your games?
There is no flanking in my games, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, I'll at least move here and say, how dare you kill Kendrick? How
All
dare
right.
you?
Umbra, it is your
He
turn.
shall be avenged.
This guy's up next.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna Sorceress Burst it.
All right. Definitely hits.
3 acid.
Oh, it is not looking good at all.
And then Umbra's just gonna start walking her way over to the other ones. That's my turn.
All right, it's its turn. It doesn't look like it's going to run. It's going to try and fight. So it is going to try to hit the Shade Doctor.
Yeah. If ever there
I am going to use the rune I got from Buddy and cast Shield, giving me a 20 AC.
Excellent. Excellent.
Good move. I was considering using
Clang!
silver barbs, but
That-
our chest as well.
That little disc starts to glow in your pocket, and you just hear a as it shatters, and this rune appears in front of where he was about to hit you with the shield, and just goes clunk off of that rune floating in the air. Arendelle.
Same thing.
All right.
Light. There we go. On the one in front of Shade Doctor.
Okay. All right, I have to roll.
Hit the broadside of a barn.
Aha.
Ooh.
Yep. It doesn't matter what damage you do, it had 1 hit point left. So,
Nice.
again, you speak these words of insult to it, and from that sackcloth head, you just see a bunch of springs go kung, sticking out of the
yes.
fabric, and it just stops
The
moving.
classic, the classic trip over your own weapon maneuver. Bold choice.
All right.
Kill that one. Destroy it.
Will that end your
I
turn?
gotta just.
Oh, yes, that'll end my turn.
All right, Shade Doctor.
I'm going to take a second and use my healer ability and heal myself a d6 plus my proficiency bonus.
Yeah, good idea. You took a pretty nasty hit.
Let's see.
Nasty for a level 1 character. Good lord.
Rogues are a d6 hit die.
D8.
D8.
So I regain 9 health.
Excellent.
Nice. So I think you're at
One
full.
double full.
Excellent. 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 All right. Well done, sir. Well done. All right.
I use my 30 feet of movement and move there, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. It is the malfunctioning soldier that died. He is gone now. So it is the archer's turn. The archer has failed its throw, so it is going to go up 20 feet and try to escape. And it is going to dash. All right, it is the shield bearer's turn. It is going to charge. It will have to use its dash to get up to you. And that'll end its turn.
Well,
Orange.
I'm mad. Getting up in its business. He killed my bird. It's getting a shocking grasp to the face.
That will hit.
Yeah. You bet your head it will. Oh, man.
One damage.
that was-
Zzz. Some static cling hits it in the face. Glares at you. With its non-glary eyes. It's your turn.
It will
What,
move,
Kendrick?
30 feet over here, and I should have line of sight on the archer. So I'm gonna Sorceress Burst the archer.
Absolutely. That'll hit.
That
10
is
damage.
10 acid damage.
As this acid hits it, you just... that is more than double what you needed. You hit it with this... what does it look like when you cast Sorcerer's Burst with acid?
So every time Umbra casts Sorcerer's Burst, it's a thing of, like, gathers up just, like, the surrounding shadows of everything into a single, like, mote and then sends it off. And whatever element it is, it's like a shadowy, like, it's a shadow of what that thing would look like. So, like, for fire, it would just be, like, flame, but as a shadow. For ice, it would be, like,
Okay.
like, probably like a snowball, but a shadow. For acid,
get
it's
you.
like just a kind of like sizzling, viscous glob of just darkness, and just
Okay.
sending it straight into the back of the archer, to then just kind of like have shadows creep along around the hole left through its form.
Gotcha. So you gather these shadows in this little orb, and it goes flying off into the distance, and just starts to sizzle. And half of this poor creature's existence, you see the one googly eye just kind of shake and rattle. Those are googly eyes, by the way. They move around as he moves, and you just see half of it fall apart, and the two legs that it was standing on, acid at your way, it kind of makes this little crawling motion before it just slumps on its side and just twitches and falls dead.
Maybe we shouldn't bring these back to the guy who built them. He probably will be mad at us for wrecking them.
All right, it is Arendel's turn.
Allow me to compose a song about your bravery. Oh, too short. Never mind.
Yeah. A song of...
All right, it definitely fails. Roll your damage.
3 damage, but more importantly, disadvantage on its next attack.
Yeah.
You see those springs pop out of its head again.
And I think I'll move over to here just to get closer. That can end my turn.
Okay. All right, Shade Doctor.
I'm sacrificing so much to be in melee so you can get sneak attack.
I'm gonna stabby.
Stabby, stabby, it
Welcome to
indeed.
Stab Town, population U.
That'll definitely hit. Seven damage.
Justice for Kendrick. Dang,
Ooh,
you got
high
6
rolls.
damage on both rolls.
Now the Nick. Guessing 17 hits.
Yes, it does. One damage. Okay.
And then I will move just so we're not like together, but still in melee with this thing, and stand in front of Umbra.
Okay, the apply button seems to have stopped working, so I gotta do the math right quick. So that's 14 damage. It's definitely hurt. And it's its turn. It has been hit by you. It sees all that its companions are dead. It's just shaking. It saw his other friends run and they didn't survive. So it is going to attack Shade in a last-ditch effort for its life.
It's disadvantage on this attack.
Yes. 17 hit.
Still hits.
All right.
Dang.
For 9 damage.
Yep, that hurts.
All right, and go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
4, you were knocked prone.
Ooh, not good.
How much health do you have?
I have 10.
Oh. So that's not good for you.
No, it is not.
No.
All right, Varenge, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, tell me if you heard this one before. Shocking Grasp.
9 unfortunately misses.
Come on.
Umbra.
You already know what I'm doing. Sorceress Burst.
Absolutely. Oh no!
Wow, at advantage an 8. Okay, I got a 2 and a 1 on the dice.
This
Oh,
one.
no.
This isn't
This
bobbing
is
and weaving.
how we TPK.
This guy's just bobbing and weaving
Arundel,
to our
help.
attacks.
Could I spend some
Oh,
of my
sorry.
movement to stand up, Shade Doctor?
Nah, unfortunately, it's got to be his movement.
No?
It would take an
Okay.
action to lift him up, but it's
All right.
he's gonna have the option to stand up before it gets back
All
to the
right.
guy's turn anyway.
All right, in that case, I'm gonna move over here and kind of stand next to it.
Okay. Arundel.
I'd call you a fool, but even fools have charm.
All right. It definitely fails.
Got in your back pocket.
Ugh.
Right.
And it has disadvantage, and I will bonus action healing word on Shade Doctor.
Excellent.
Yeah, probably a good time to use that one. The problem we're
Oh, back up
really
to
good
full
at
again.
we're not that good at tanking hits. We don't have many options for that.
I have not died yet.
Level
Yeah.
one.
Taken every
Level one.
hit and came back.
I feel like yet is the key word there.
All right. Shade, your turn.
I will use half my movement to stand up.
Absolutely.
I will then Dagger, dagger, dagger.
Yes, sir.
You still
Oh,
have a
that's
bardic
absurd.
inspiration.
Does 11 hit?
It does not.
You still have a bardic.
You do
Yeah,
have
use
bardic
that
inspiration.
bardic.
What is your
Yeah.
bardic dice?
D6 at this level?
D6.
Yeah, it's a D6 at level 1,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I believe it only goes up to a
Oh,
D8
it's
of
just
5,
enough
I
to
think.
hit.
Nice.
All right, damage. Who's that damage?
4 damage.
Damage.
And the sneak attack. Come on,
2?
jump on.
No, unfortunately, it is
And
still
the
up.
nick. And the nick.
Offhand, the nick attack?
Oof,
13 doesn't hit, unfortunately.
does not, unfortunately.
Can't help you there.
All
And
right.
that's it for me.
All right, it is its turn. Unfortunately, you have been doing the most damage to it, so it is going to go after you. I'm sorry.
But
Bring
it
it.
has disadvantage on this attack.
It
so
does.
Maybe this time.
Ah, it misses.
Finally whiffing.
All right. It is Varenja's turn. You might be able to avenge your bird after all. Yeah, that'll hit.
Kyle,
Ah,
go.
2 damage. Unfortunately, it is still up. It is hanging on. It is electricity burning through it. It is a bunch of little scalpel stab wounds all over it. It is spring sticking out of its head, but it is still hanging on by a thread.
It had 3 health, didn't it?
It's like I didn't hear no bell.
Umbra!
These things probably aren't smart, right?
No, they are not.
Cool. I'm gonna mind sliver it.
All right.
DC 14 intelligence save. All right.
No, it is a negative 4 to intelligence. It is safe to say they are not intelligent.
3 psychic damage.
Ah, it is still up.
Oh,
No!
Oh my god!
And it will have minus a D4 on its next save.
Okay. Arendelle, it's your turn.
The moon sees all things, and she is cringing for you. -4 to the saving throw.
Okay.
A D4.
Doesn't
Oh, yeah,
matter.
D4.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Finally,
Its head just explodes in the sackcloth, and springs and other things just rain on the 3 surrounding it as it stands there with its head, its little stump steaming.
I stabbed the body with my dagger.
All right. Congratulations, gentlemen. You have been victorious over this these wandering dummies. You have yet to face the horde that sit at the training grounds, but you've gotten your first taste of construct blood. The training grounds are still but an hour away. You have time to take a short rest if you'd like. But I believe that is where we will end for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves.
Yes.
God damn it. Kendrick, we knew you well. You're done so young.
All right. Well, I hope
Yeah, that was kind of the point of the kind of formal plan. I had to use it strategically.
well,
From being able prevent the archer from being able to hit us, take pot shots at us.
all right. Well, chat, your actors for this evening have been the Husky Ninja, frick, why can't I remember your name sometimes? Rokek, Prince Thunderflame, and Neutrality. We will, if any of you would like to share your socials at some point, we'll get to that in further episodes. But we thank you, chat, for coming down, having some fun with us, and hoping our players and our chat both enjoyed the first episode of the Huntsworn Hearth Tavern.
Do the mandatory, do we level up?
Not quite. You will level up at the end of this adventure, so it is possible that you may level up next session. But
Thank you.
did y'all enjoy? Did y'all like those little enemies?
Yeah.
I love them so much.
Thank you.
I hate them. I hate them. How dare they kill my bird?
I did the art for myself, so I'm glad you guys enjoy them.
They must
You
all
need to post the full art for the archer.
Okay, yeah, I absolutely will. But I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Well, you have 2 additional enemies that I shouldn't say this, but you will see at least 2 additional enemies that you will see next week. More derpy constructs to come.
Right.
Will the other player will be able to join us that week?
Yes, my wife should be able to.
make that.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's why I want to do a small combat this session. And I want to wait until get to the meat, if you will, until next session where you're at your full strength.
Nice.
Fortunately, we didn't use much resources. The only thing, don't think the. Let's see. Yeah, the
Shield rune, sorceress burst, a healing word.
not as much, not too much resources. I still have 2 spell slots to cast silvery barbs with, which would be really useful. And I still have my rune that can give back a spell slot, so it's really going to be helpful to use silvery barbs.
I hope you guys enjoy those little runes. You'll enjoy the little added effects and everything.
I haven't used mine yet.
I plan on using it soon.
Yeah, I'll probably use it.
If someone explains the importance of gold to Umbra, I can use mine to end up trying to get us more gold as a reward.
All right, gang. Well,
Right.
I thank y'all. I'm going to duck into the records session, the record channel, so I can say goodnight to the chat.
Mhm.
And I thank y'all for playing. And hopefully you'll have more fun with us next week. All right.
Yep.
Yep.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, chat. Thank y'all for joining, Mr. Snake. I appreciate you. Oh, I just deleted the wrong damn thing, didn't I? I appreciate you, Mr. Snake, for dropping by. I appreciate you, Bazar. Appreciate you dropping by. I had a lot of fun talking with you last night. So I hope this game was to your liking, and to all the others in the chat, either lurking or watching. I certainly appreciate you. I'll be posting this episode on YouTube tomorrow for all if you want to review or see anything new. And next Tuesday, we will have the first episode of our Chaos Crew, the evil ne'er-do-wells. And then next Wednesday, we'll do session 2 of the Huntsworn Hearth. I'm just looking for a couple of players to fill in some spots on the Chaos Crew, and hopefully we have a lot more fun. Some of these assets are available on Foundry under Ashner's Annual of Cursed Creations. I am going to be doing a second volume with the monsters in it later. And we're going to find somebody to raid. And let me go ahead and go back to the loading screen here. Let's find somebody to raid, shall we? Looks like spicy soup is running right now. They're probably about to go to bed, though. Let's find somebody else to raid. Let's look for other Dungeons and Dragons people. Why can't I find Dungeons and Dragons? I don't understand what's going on with Twitch. Yeah, man, I appreciate you hanging out, and hopefully we'll get you some new friends to play with on Tuesday, and our other player will be better. World of IO is streaming, but they're way too large. Could introduce some people to World of IO, though. Yeah, we'll find somebody new. Come on. Work with me. Work with me, Twitch. Oh, you pain in the absolute butt. Let's find another Dungeons and Dragons streamer. Let's raid Milady Saito. Pay it forward as you will.